Hello, I am Blackstar, and today we're going to be going through the next exciting episode of our Let's Play series of Life is Strange. With me here now is Jillybean.
Hey, hey.
Along with Malgate.
Hey.
We've also got Narcogen.
Hello.
And last but not least, Funkmon, who is recovering from an illness, so please excuse him if he's not as energetic as before. Like now.
Hello.
So energetic, he's silent.
He really is dead. Okay, so we're just going to be continuing on and seeing a recap of our last episode.
Oh, yeah, you didn't even stick around in the menu screen to see how it changed.
Nope.
Man.
I don't know if Blackstar would be able to tell you what the old menu screen looked like.
Nope.
It had that big alien ring in front of
You
it.
know who the fuck I am or who you're messing around with.
Don't ever touch me again, freak!
Let's talk about your superpower.
What are you doing here, Max? Stop! Don't
Still, I
come
think
near
one
me.
of the greatest achievements
Won't work.
of your gaming career is saving Kate.
Woot!
Miss Caulfield.
Yeah,
please,
that was cool.
Tell us everything.
Could have done it without you.
Hey,
Yeah, probably could've.
That's
Is this
Rachel's
stream really
bracelet.
choppy for anybody
Why
else?
the fuck are you wearing her bracelet?
No, it's fine for
Right?
me.
It was a
Oh,
gift.
okay. It must be
Max,
my
we have to find
internet.
Rachel soon. Like you said, it's time to start the search for clues. Welcome to my domain. Let's find what we want and beat it. Max, you better come check out these files. Rachel in the dark room. Over and over. That's it. Listen, I found pictures of Rachel and Frank being more than a friend.
I can't believe she was banging Frank. Rachel straight up lied to my face. Why didn't she say anything?
So who do you
And
most
I am
want
platonically angry
My
about that,
fucking
according
dad,
to
of course.
Funkman.
Hello?
Happens!
I'm completely unsurprised.
Do you know what it's like to wait for your father to come home when you're a kid? Ever since he died, my life has been dipped in shit.
Chloe, I am awesome. We are awesome.
Hello? Are you even listening, Maxine?
This is totally fucked up. What else have I changed?
Apparently killed the whale population.
Caulfield. Hold on. Chloe, you have a visitor.
And that's how I felt last week.
Oh my god, it's so funny, dude. She comes out in a stupid wheelchair.
And that was real. For people who tuned in last week, my shock and surprises, I jokingly guessed that that might happen because I was just being a wise ass. And I was absolutely shocked and dismayed that it really happened.
Now, I had the same. I told Blackstar this after the stream ended, but I had the exact same reaction when I first played it. I thought to myself, "Oh man, I bet she comes out in a wheelchair," and she did, and I laughed my ass off. This was
So-
hilarious.
Oh, it was so mean. Yeah.
So you were shocked and surprised, not
My
Hilarious
jaw
way
was
of
on
you.
the floor. I literally could not believe it. I was like, "Oh my god, I was just kidding," you know, because I have a twisted sense of humor, as people know, but could not believe that they actually did that. And you knew that there were going to be consequences, but to call it in that moment, seconds before the reveal, yeah, I was completely taken aback.
I am so interested to find out what you guys think about this episode, because it's my favourite episode, not necessarily because the gameplay elements are so good, but the sort of, for me, it really sort of talks about what the story of Life is Strange is about. I think the story comes to its conclusion in this episode. So I'm
Okay.
really interested to see what you guys think.
what?
Well, I'm more concerned with the idea that if Max is taken aback by what she's done, that we're going to end this by reversing it, and I'm not sure I want to see that reversed. I wonder if Chloe really is better off not being crippled but having a live dad. I mean,
I'm worried somebody's going
well,
to try to dynamite these whales.
The rest of the story will
That would
address
not fit
that
with
question.
the aesthetic, Blackstar.
I would hope not. Also, it gets very
And
messy. They tried it.
then
It doesn't
you
work.
will be able to
Hanging out
make
with you
a
again.
decision.
I know. I'm glad we are, though.
It's
It's
very
nice
messy
that
because
you
they didn't
sent
shape
me
the
actual
charge when they did
letters.
it.
It's more than any of my other friends have done. And you even wrote on that cool parchment paper. That's so Max.
So pretentious. But I love writing on it like an English poet. You deserve the best stationery.
They're so gay for each
Probably
other.
easier to manage than to
They're-
visit
That's
me.
They're definitely not.
Or for
I don't mean that
Hallmark.
in a
you.
bitchy way.
You know,
Not
a
totally.
girl only cracks out the best stationery
You
for someone
probably
she
wanted
really
to
likes.
avoid awkward conversations
I
like
crack out
this.
the best stationery for everybody.
Pretty much.
Don't know
Yeah.
how to talk to that.
The worst thing you can do is treat me like a baby.
As long as she doesn't go into a
I still
monologue
want
about
to
how much she
laugh and
hates
talk shit with my
sand.
best friend. Can we stop? This is seriously the best view of the sunset. What do photographers call that?
The golden hour.
See? Without you here, I'd have no clue.
The golden hour is time
Bet
a
you could
little
take
bit
some
before and
amazing
after
shots.
sunset, not necessarily.
Those beached whales are so sad.
Are you implying
know-
that Max doesn't understand
I know how
photography?
you feel.
Oh,
At least
she doesn't. I'll
I
state it
like
outright.
you.
She has no idea how photographs work.
You're a
Come on,
real
she's using a
survivor,
Polaroid.
Chloe. I know you have to deal with so much.
I don't want anybody else feeling sorry for me. I can do that.
I'm
Along
not
with
sorry
my
if you get
parents.
the best parking spaces.
My dad still feels guilty about buying me that car.
Ooh, let's see.
Okay,
Blame
wait,
him.
wait. Before we proceed, just a couple things.
Yeah.
Funk, I think Max, as a character, does understand photography. She's been written by people whose understanding of photography is not as good as Max's is supposed to be. You can always find fault by, with writers that don't sufficiently research, but not everybody has time to do everything. Blackstar, also, can you move the mixer overlay to either the top left or the top right? Because it actually
I think I can.
interferes. It interferes with the mainstream's
That is actually
subtitles.
true. Let's see. Move overlay. Let's go to top left. Would that be good?
Top left or top right is fine.
How's that?
Now, Narc, I think that
Yeah,
the
that's good.
creators of this actually do understand photography. Or they're just incredibly talented. And if you look at every single shot here, that's very good and is crafted to be, you can screenshot this game at any point and it looks like a great photo.
What was it about what
Oh.
Max said about Golden Hour that led you to believe she didn't understand the concept?
Oh no!
The fact that she
that's not-
mentioned it
that-
evening and he was
not
just
in
being pedantic.
particular The thing, but some of the other says, like for example, her obsession with the photography. Some people actually enjoy that, but not knowing what a daguerreotype is, talking about how she talks about
Only one kid in the class knew
camera
that.
gear that other characters.
Hey, if
everyone
her friend here ever becomes a Whovian, she'd be a great Cyberman. Okay, so what?
But the
Let's
You think?
not get
other
started on
characters
that. Let's
have,
not
have
get started
gear
on
and she
that.
talks about it in a funny way. Anyway, go ahead. I think
Yeah.
that they wrote her bad. They wrote her to not like him.
Wrote her-
not know
yeah.
much.
Okay, so accident or William?
Well,
Accident.
yeah.
Blame her
Are
dad.
you okay to talk about
Oh.
the accident?
We never actually have, huh? There's not much to say. Some prick in an SUV cut me off and I flew into a ditch.
Do you remember everything?
I saw everything in bullet time. I felt my back snap and that was the last thing I ever felt in my body. When I woke up in the hospital, I literally couldn't move a muscle.
Wait, what year is this supposed to be again?
I don't know. what to say.
2013?
Don't say anything.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm just
Yes, it was after The
happy
Matrix.
I did get to see you again. I couldn't prevent vanishing out of the blue like the girl from Blackwell.
What missing girl?
I don't know her name. I just read about it in the news. I feel bad for her family.
This is such a different world than when we
So
were
at least we
kids,
can
isn't it?
assume that
After that
Rachel
snow and
going
eclipse,
missing
it
doesn't
seemed
have
like the
anything
end
to
of
do
the
with
world.
Chloe.
Hmm.
Okay, wait, stop for a second.
Yep.
Now, it seems obvious to me there that Chloe saying, I don't know her name, I just read it about in the paper, means that in this timeline as well, Chloe is not attending Blackwell.
Right.
In the other timeline, she did, but she was thrown out
She
for
was
being
expelled.
too much of a rebel. This Chloe is either not a rebel because she never became one because her dad didn't die, or is incapable of being one because raising hell in a wheelchair is a little bit more inconvenient.
Well, you need to charge up bigger batteries for that.
But it also seems that like she's not going to the school, and there isn't any reason. There isn't any reason for that. I mean, what was it about this timeline? Because it's not the accident. It shouldn't be the accident that stops her from going to Blackwell.
You will
I
find
would hold
out
on a couple of
later.
scenes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. If there's an answer coming, that's cool.
I think so.
You can infer an answer from what happens later.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you think? I go in the middle. We never do the middle.
Okay.
I'd like to think we can still change things for the better.
I'd like to think that too. But I don't have much hope these days.
I know things seem out of control, but as long as we're together, I don't feel afraid.
Hanging out with you makes me feel like a total kid again. You don't even know.
Listen, Chloe, I'm sorry I haven't been out to see you more. That was wrong. You're my best friend.
Max, thanks for coming out to see me. You're doing awesome.
I don't think so.
My nose is getting cold. Maybe we should get back to my place.
Oh, my playback froze.
It is hella cold out here.
Oh, she said hellish. She just ruined it.
I hate that
man.
word. No
Yay! Thank you!
See, this Chloe is a much better version of Chloe.
Yes. I was actually waiting for her to offer to dye her hair blue, but, you know.
Man, when I hear you guys talking about the game, it's like everyone's taking crazy pills. This Chloe sucks. Are you crazy?
I'm also kind of offended by the inference that people who dye their hair, have tattoos, and body piercings all just hate the
Have
world
some
because
sort
their
of-
dad
yeah.
died. It's like there's no
They have an
legitimate
internal
expression that includes these things, right? It has to be because your dad died. Otherwise, you'd be a totally straight-laced kid who doesn't like people who say hella
Yeah.
I'm a real father.
and can't dress themselves.
Yeah. She's got a tattoo of her face on her face. Meanwhile, in the backyard.
Which is a lot tidier with William instead
Yeah.
of David.
Well, she can't mess things up now.
Pretty high-tech lair.
Feels like a high-tech cell. But I am lucky my parents bust their ass to take care of me.
Especially with the air regulator.
They're grateful you're here with them.
Right. Especially when they can't even take a walk alone. Sometimes I act like a total teenage brat just to give them an excuse to yell at me. Pathetic, I know.
Chloe, you're a great daughter. You're kind and sensitive when you don't even have to be.
Trust me.
I have
I
seen
still
no
get my
evidence
rage
of
on.
this in any of Max's
Especially when a
interactions
nurse
with
has
Chloe.
to watch while I take a dump.
She
so
say,
can
but I
read my
lost the
bum.
stream.
Well,
Or
different
doctors
timeline.
flip
We don't know
me
what
around
happened in
like
the
a
interim.
science doll.
I can't even imagine. But you're still amazing. You always have been since we were kids.
Thanks again for coming, Max. I need to get my drink on. Can you bring me some water?
As long as there's vodka in it. Okay, so let's see.
So this is one of
I
those
still can't
scenes
believe
where
I put Chloe in that chair.
it's
Well,
gonna...
technically you didn't.
Yeah, so the game really wants you to take a good look into Chloe's psyche by going through her room right now.
I had a feeling that this
Yeah.
is all about the snooping.
Yeah.
That's the game, Snooping Simulator.
It's nice my parents sent a card at least.
So hang on a minute. This girl gets gets into this terrible car accident, and you send a postcard. Not
Hey,
even a
wish you were
thinking of
here.
you.
Well,
Like,
I think they've got big problems
I
with the
wonder who
fact
this
that
is.
she
Kind of a
should have
carrot
lived
card.
all the different years between then and now and have a memory of it, and clearly you don't.
I wasn't very available to Chloe. Real nice.
also, that is
So-
not the best stationery.
No.
No. No, that's like
Hey, at least it wasn't like notebook paper.
elementary school wide
At least I
rule.
sent road trip selfies to Chloe. I'm sure that made her feel great.
Yeah, it did. Oh, Hot Dog Man.
It's almost like the person who did live those years was the old Max,
Joyce and
who just
William
behaved
were
like
in the
everything was
bathroom for
normal.
Chloe. They're so great.
Yeah.
I should offer to put makeup on for Chloe. Not that I can, but it would be fun.
Hey,
Oh,
you
yeah,
could
she
get a paint
doesn't have
sprayer
any
to make it
working
really
hands
easy.
Either. So, hey,
Oh,
check your text
Chloe
messages.
can totally control her computer. It's so great people get this high-tech help. There's the
You're
old
not
Chloe.
checking the text messages.
No, wait a minute. What does that mean?
That's the old Chloe. I guess
So,
the spiked collar
which-
kind of sold it.
But Chloe wasn't like that. The game tells us before her dad died, and that never
Yeah.
happened here.
But
Instead of
there,
handing
if
Chloe
she
a
had, there were
bomb,
years in
I'm
between
feeding
her
her
dad
water.
dying and
I
her
give her-
getting that car. A few years,
Drink up, Buttercup.
and she was already into punk rock by the time she got
Oh,
the
man.
car. We find out from the new
No wonder
prequel
my throat
game.
is dry. I don't think I've talked this much the whole year.
Have you ever
That's
thought about doing a
retconning.
podcast or something?
I wish I could punch your
Could
face
be,
right
but
now.
then we've got this.
podcast?
We've got the
Dude, I am
thingy,
a
the
pod
cool
in a
punk rock
cast.
bracelet thing.
Boring.
Ouch. It was just a thought.
I know you're just trying to help.
Yeah, that's become a bad habit of mine.
You sound like an adult now. It seems like we were kids in another life.
I would say the way Chloe dresses when her dad gives her the key is indicative of a stark contrast with the Chloe we knew from the other timeline.
Yeah. All
Yeah,
simply
maybe.
because her dad
But
lived.
But through apologetics,
We all have different
Narcogen,
memories.
all
I
things
think
are
about us as
possible.
little pirates running and jumping through Arcadia Bay.
Me too. But we're still pirates in our own way.
Yeah, right. Check me out.
We're
Chloe
not
of the
pirates.
Caribbean. No way
game
will I
was
get on a
paid
fucking
for.
boat now. Unless you're with me. As you can see, I can't keep all my other friends away.
Say which
You have
friends?
me.
Oh,
I'm not leaving you, Chloe.
Well, you didn't visit me a lot either. I mean, I loved your cards and photos, but
I know I wasn't around much. No excuses, I'm a loser. But I am trying to make things right.
how? Dude, you're not Supermax. And I'm not trying to guilt trip you. That's what my parents
Yeah,
are
you
for.
kind of are.
I would have gone for the other question just because that response didn't generate any information,
Yeah,
whereas
yeah.
asking about friends might have if she was close
Well,
to anybody else.
I was curious about the differences between the previous timeline and the current one. I was wondering if there was actually a disparaging difference. And it sounds like somebody's falling down the stairs. What?
Mal, are you leaving
Mal.
your house?
Are you like crawling to the bottom of a
What the
refrigerator or
hell
something?
was that?
Oops, no.
What the?
I know this is a dumb question.
All right, whatever.
Are you lonely here?
Yes.
Unless
dumb
that was
question.
Funk.
No, it was
no,
Mal.
it was Mal.
are
Mal,
you
it
talking
sounded
about?
like you put a
Pretty much
microwave in a
Rockstar.
Cuisinart.
Yeah.
Get in 18 trouble
No,
with the
I
folks.
just moved across the room and came
I
back.
think Joyce and William are incredible.
Oh, wow.
Max, the accident has been so hard on them. Our insurance sucks, and the medical bills are fucking insane.
Can they
Oh.
pay all the bills?
No way. They keep the numbers away from me, but it doesn't take much research to find out I'm costing my parents almost $1 million a year.
Chloe, you're priceless.
So,
Uh,
so how's that
Your
actually
parents
possible?
don't make that, so
You are
Yeah,
such a
how?
geek.
Explain
That's
to
why
a
I love you.
European.
Of course, I know a geek when I
Well,
be one.
it's possible that
See,
she
I'm
would cost her
practically
parents $1
human
million
entertainment
a year.
system.
That's
It
theoretically
would be
possible.
sweet to chill out together and
But-
watch a movie like when you'd spend the
No,
night
wait,
at my
wait.
house.
what do you want to watch?
Because her dad is not a millionaire.
I think I'm
Yeah.
in like a
Oh, you-
mellow Blade Runner
Pro-
mood.
Oh,
I
wait,
always cry
then
at the end.
make
Plus, you
get
know, I
$100,000
always wanted to have cool colored bangs like Pris.
a year if
I
he's
know.
got a.
You would look incredible with blue hair. Now let's get this show on the road.
My
And you better not
hypothesis
fall
on that
asleep
one,
on
Jelly
me like you
Bean,
always
is
do
the
when you
French
watch
people
movies.
I
know that
remember, Max.
insurance
Swear I won't fall asleep.
sometimes doesn't
Not when
cover
you're here.
things in the United States,
yet.
and they just went as crazy as possible.
See, what I kind of don't
Snow globes are
quite
taking
get
over.
about that in general is,
Blackstar, can you slow down, please?
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry.
you know,
No,
she
I mean,
has.
I was trying to get Funk to not talk over the dialogue.
Oh,
and it
wait.
doesn't help push forward to the next
Good
thing.
luck with that.
Okay, Funk, what was said there was that she's costing her parents $1 million, which means that she's taking from them $1 million, which they otherwise would have. But there's really no indication that her parents are not only just millionaires, but making $1 million
So cool that you're here again.
a year.
I'm glad you think so.
What?
It doesn't
She
make
just-
any sense.
What do you mean it doesn't make any sense?
The $1 million comment, are you saying?
Well,
Right.
Because
She wouldn't be-
presumably the way I interpret that is, and with, you know, very limited
Yeah,
understanding of American health systems, is that she's putting them in a huge amount of debt.
Right. Whether it's an
And-
exaggeration or an actual number, I think is a moot point. Bottom line is, considering we all saw the house.
It is possible.
They're not rich, so they can't afford it.
Yep.
That's
Yep.
what you should take away from that. So
Yeah.
whether the actual numbers are true or not is kind of irrelevant, really. So
Right.
Here's the DVD.
You're really my only friend who kept in touch.
I think this is a really cute little scene. I really like this scene.
I will agree.
they're watching Saving Private Ryan.
They're watching Blade Runner, I think.
No way. I'm beginning to like this Chloe more and more.
It is Blade Runner.
What? No popcorn? Oh, I guess it's a choking hazard. Man, that would
Yeah,
suck.
see? You're not very polite.
Me? No. That's what makes it funny.
Not really.
Down in front.
Imagine how sore you would be
Yeah.
if you slept like that.
I could not sleep. I can't, you know.
Vertically, or
regard-
are you talking about Max?
Like, sitting over somebody's bed like that. Regardless of how cute a scene it would make, I would not be able to fall asleep on somebody's bed like that.
Oh, absolutely not. I don't even know if I could do it for 5
can't
minutes, so
believe
if
you
someone
fell
walked in,
asleep
they'd say,
so
oh, that's
fast."
cute.
The really
I-
sad thing is
I
she's
don't know if
probably
I
been
pull it off.
drooling on
When you
Chloe
get
for about
down
4
Yeah.
hours.
with me.
Oh, poor Chloe.
Oh,
There's a pretty
maybe
great
their
movie to
drools
watch
mixed.
at night.
I doubt it.
Do you think Deckard is a replicant?
Totally.
Of course he is.
Sorry,
Absolutely,
I can
and
see
you
you're
should
wide
not
awake
listen
with
to
me.
any
No.
cut of Blade
I'm
Runner
so
that has a
impressed, so
narration
hard.
at the end.
That's
Are
true.
you
Yes.
okay?
Totally agree.
I do have a mother and father when you're not falling asleep on me.
Yeah.
Where
Yeah,
are
it's
they?
in the morning.
I've
It's the
never
company
seen
I
Blade
keep.
Runner.
He's trolling you.
Yeah. Don't
No,
don't
not-
don't take the bait.
I've never seen Blade
Such a
Runner.
blast.
She almost,
Shut
she almost,
It
she's
was
about
great.
to pass out, man.
Don't engage him.
I know things were different when we were just dorky kids, but being with you made me feel like when we were little pirates, jumping and running through the forests again. It meant a lot
Oh,
to me
yes.
just to
It's
chill
of
out
the
with you
Pacific
and
Northwest.
bullshit.
What's a pirate doing in the forest?
Fuck.
You know,
Burying treasure.
I'm getting my regular
Hunting
head pains.
ninjas?
Can you pretty please go upstairs and get my morphine injector in the bathroom?
Oh yeah, no problem.
It's total Star Trek shit. You can't even see the needle. Seriously, I need it.
Me
My parents
too.
keep the swag upstairs because they think I can't get to it. But you can,
oh,
Max.
they're right.
Like a pirate, right?
Arr.
Chloe, you
Alright,
can't
Chloe.
get to it.
Mm-hmm.
Did I tell you guys about my
About your morphine
assistant
addiction?
principal? No. I was in high school, and the principal was playing catch in the hallway with the quarterback of the high school football team, and because my principal was. Oh,
Is it upstairs,
check
upstairs,
your
you
text
said, or?
messages.
Yeah.
Check the texts. What are you doing?
I think if you don't check the texts, Funkhorn will have some sort of accident.
Yeah, I guess I probably should do that.
Look at the
let's
text
see.
messages. And
Oh,
then read them
geez.
all. Read them all.
Okay.
So you know how you've been saving Alyssa from all of those things being thrown at her?
Yes.
Oh, and now you're doing it.
In this timeline, you don't.
Ooh.
What kind of monster are you?
I have no idea.
That's really unfair.
What?
Well, remember how we said before in Mass Effect, right? That you don't have direct and complete control over Shepard, but you're more directing towards various things. But in this one, you're given very direct control, which is like, you either save this person from being hit with TP, or you don't. And then, as a result of an act you changed in the past, a whole bunch of future happens that you don't have control over, and then you're asked to take responsibility for those consequences as well, as if to wrap them all up in terms
With a neat
of
little bow.
everything bad about this is caused by you're changing a thing. This is coming down again to this.
I want you to hold that thought, because
Okay.
I totally agree, and it's very, to me that is a really important comment. And I don't want to say any more until we get to the end of this episode.
Yeah, I hate the strains in modern so-called science fiction or speculative fiction that basically boil down to Luddite tales of warning, don't play God. You know, that seems like what this is, which is like, no, you have this great ability, but don't try to do too much. You'll invariably screw it up.
So, hate to interrupt, but is Mom pushing digital? Is that going to be a major plot point?
No.
Just checking.
How dare you?
She's just really sick of buying Polaroid film for her daughter.
And
Right.
I can't
yeah,
blame
so
her.
in this timeline, Max is spending all of her mom's money and hanging out with Victoria. It's awesome.
So you became the jerk that Chloe couldn't be anymore.
So is there a reason I can't turn the light on in here?
Well, walk in there and try and find the light.
There was a light.
What was that?
There was a light on the outside.
Go back to the mirror.
What?
All right. It just.
Oh, don't look in the mirror. I refuse to look at this stream.
In my screen, it looked like the reflection was not doing what you were doing. But okay. Lag.
Mirrors are scary as butts, man.
How's
I
it going,
cannot
Time
handle
Tripper?
them. Federer just won.
I think I look old.
Ooh. That means Doctor Who announcements are coming soon.
I never thought I'd be delivering morphine to my best friend.
For free. I mean.
Nothing here.
What are you talking about? There were pills.
I think you'd at least take a cut.
It's cool that Chloe.
You already grabbed the morphine. You can just go. It's cool.
No,
that
it's
Chloe
not.
uses fake medicine. Great.
Yeah.
That's too cool.
Oh, I should turn the light off.
What's this? A drawer full of goop products? Oh, Chloe.
What's
You
this
disappoint
jade
me.
egg?
Okay.
No, miss, don't touch it! Don't touch it!
That's her parents' room.
Yeah, I figured maybe I want to talk to her mom.
Max, it is so nice to have you around.
What for?
Excuse me, I'm totally going to start snooping through your room while you're in it.
Such a sweet shot of Chloe.
Oh, that's such a sweet shot, Chloe. Look at her. Look at her. She has two facial features, and it's her eyes.
Eyes
That's
and
sweet
a
shot.
mouth and a nose. Isn't that three?
These
Why
are
is her
just real-
clock blinking like that? And why can I look through her drawer while her mom is right there? That just seems wrong.
Look at them. They have no idea what's in their future.
The future
Also,
I
who
ruined.
took that photo?
I don't know. Joyce not want to talk, or do I have to get? Oh, I gotta get close
Good
to her.
morning, Max. Oh, you and Chloe are so much quieter now than when you were kids.
Well, come on, Blade Runner.
It's nice waking up in your house again.
William and I love it.
So is
Finally
the
seeing you
Harrison
and
Ford
Chloe together
character
after all
a
these years.
robot thing?
After the accident.
Spoiler alert.
We're not going to engage on that right now.
Okay, so the question is now, what are we going to engage on? Joyce, William, Chloe, or just plain leave?
Let's talk about William. We don't know a lot about him.
I'll bet you this time. Yeah, I agree. Do the William option, but I'll bet you this timeline doesn't even give you pancakes. I think that's how hard they're pushing against
God.
this timeline.
Ooh, could this be the waffle timeline? Because then I might actually like it. Jilly, you say William too?
Yeah, I say William. Joyce
I
doesn't
have
seem
to
to have a lot of
tell
luck
you
with the men in her
how
life.
much I love seeing you and William together again.
He's been such a hero through all this. Chloe and I are lucky to have him.
Who cares? Pick one.
Chloe and William seem like they still get along so good.
Yeah, those two are closer now more than ever. Chloe will actually listen to William, while she usually ignores me. Oh, it's so cute when they gang up on poor old me.
You rule, Joyce.
Shit, things would be different if I did. I like how you think, kid.
Can I just say one tiny little thing that bugs me about the character design of this game is the way she puts the bulldog clip in her hair is not how you put bulldog clips in your hair.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's like, it's such
My
a
God,
tiny
it was
flaw
designed by
in-
men who don't know how to use female hair products.
Because like everything else about the fashion and the way that they put like things is perfect, but that bulldog clip every single time really pisses me off.
I mean, she's a replicant. She's not human.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
By the way, all the characterizations by the other characters in terms of, oh, how are things now? How are you relating to that person? I mean, they're obviously all real and valid, but no one is capable of appreciating the difference. And you can't expect them to. You know, you can't expect people to be happy about their current situation just because, oh, it could be worse. You know it was worse, and you made it different.
Well, was it
I know
worse?
Chloe doesn't get many visitors.
Yeah.
Oh, Max, you're Chloe's best
She's
friend
no.
for a
Is she a
reason.
stay-at-home mom now?
You're here exactly when she needs you.
No, I think they're both
No,
working
she's got to
still.
work. They both have to work to make $1 million a year.
Who helps Chloe out when you guys are at work?
We have a
there we go.
series of revolving nurses and caretakers. Chloe still causes trouble, even if she can't move. Max, Chloe's condition is not improving. Her respiratory system is very weak, and she... Do you know what I'm saying?
Joyce. I'm so sorry you have to go through all this.
Bad or good, I embrace every moment with my daughter and my husband. This is what it means to be a family, and we'll always be one, no matter what.
well, until I give her this morphine.
How are you doing, Joyce?
I'm doing the best I can, Max. I won't lie, it's difficult, but nobody said life was easy here in Arcadia Bay.
I mean, come on, look at the whales.
It
ask her
seems
about
like
David.
what they really wanted to do was give Chloe a degenerative muscular genetic disease.
What, like ALS or something? Or
But to catch it from a car accident, I guess.
okay, work. Eco havoc. That seems kind of an odd question.
Oh,
at this
remember all the
particular-
birds are dying, the whales are crashing,
but it's just
all of that is still happening in this timeline.
right. But it doesn't seem to be the most apropos moment to bring that up. So
Ask about
daughter
David, I
dying.
guess.
By the way, do you know what's up with the birds and the ants and stuff and the whales?
I'm going to be
Crazy
honest,
weather
I
we're
don't
having.
think there's any conversation topic that sort of flows naturally from my daughter is dying of a degenerative
Right.
condition. You know?
Exactly. So she should not be bringing up anything else.
Yeah.
So hey, how about that Wimbledon?
Do you know somebody named David Madsen?
I was talking to a
might
guy
hang
and
out
he
at
said his
Two
wife
Whales.
just got lupus.
that
and we
was
talked
random.
about that for a second. And
Yeah,
I tried to,
he's a bus
I
driver.
tried to segue
He comes
onto a
in
different
sometimes.
area of
Cute,
conversation.
quiet.
And I did it by
Why?
saying,
Oh,
you know, my uncle died
I
of
was
this.
just
And he was
curious.
very upset with me at
You
that
always
point.
were.
But
Nice to see that
then I
everything
started
doesn't
talking
change.
about my uncle. So it kind of worked.
I'll take your word for it.
Plus, you guys have to work too.
Bill and I have no time for ourselves. We're working more than we're living. I even had to take a part-time gig at Pan Estates. Ugh.
Do you know the Prescotts?
I know that Sean Prescott won't be happy until he owns everything in Arcadia Bay. Stay away from his son, Nathan.
So, what do you think is going on here with all of
Alex,
this
he uses the
eco
word.
havoc?
Maybe Arcadia Bay just wants to be left alone. I know the feeling. Honestly, I don't give a shit about too much outside
Pointed
our house.
comment.
I don't blame you, Joyce.
To be honest,
Now
if
we
she was
have
real,
dead birds and beach whales outside our
she would
front
say,
door.
"Excuse me, what the heck is eco
So
havoc?"
maybe I should care, for Chloe's sake.
I better get back to Chloe now.
Well, maybe
It's
it's
good
like
talking with you,
like
Joyce.
a
too,
newspaper
honey.
headline, and everyone's talking about eco havoc, like how people were talking about blood moons, which are not a thing around lunar eclipse times.
Thought it was Harvest Moon.
I have a Wiccan textbook saying that blood moons certainly are a thing. Thank you very much.
Ooh.
Oh, well.
Well, you two can fight afterwards.
In that case.
just record it. Okay, so
So you're saying Arcadia Bay has a tabloid newspaper because only they would bother making a short headline like Eco Havoc.
keep in mind she's in like a lot of pain enough to require morphine. I wonder if I don't get there fast enough, she's gonna die.
No, she's not. Talk to William.
Ah, cool. Go outside.
Hey, William. Am I bothering you?
Why, yes, Max. I love going through bills. Kidding. How can you bother me? I haven't seen you in forever.
I know. You look exactly the same. It's so cool.
Good. Or I'd be scared
It's
if
like
I
they
didn't
didn't
look
want
like
to make
me.
more than one model.
Of course, you seem more adult now. So what's on your mind?
I was impressed by Chloe's room and all the high-tech equipment.
You should be. We could buy a few mansions for what it all costs. The insurance helps, but I don't know, Max.
I know it must be hard on you guys financially.
These bills are more like crushing. We have to mortgage our home, and that's pretty scary. But we'll get through it. Price is always right.
Wow, wait a minute. So this house was paid off?
I don't know how to say this, but I'm truly sorry about what happened to Chloe.
Me too.
Not that great a house.
All it takes is a few minutes to change a girl's whole life. But she's alive. She's been a trooper.
Is she mad at me for not staying in touch? She should be. I have no excuse.
She was disappointed, but she knows you care. And I know how hard it is to process all this. It's taken us years.
William, I just want you to know that whatever happens, I'll always be here for Chloe. Always.
I know you
Sure,
will, Max.
Girl I haven't seen in 3 years.
Being around you and Joyce again is so nostalgic.
Very old school, as they say. I think it's great for Chloe to see you. Makes Joyce happy, too. So, it's not all bad news in Arcadia Bay. Or is it?
Well, there is the whales.
Or is it?
I was reading
Yeah, I was
about
going to
that
say,
missing
ask him
girl.
about Rachel Amber.
Rachel Amber?
Oh, yeah, she went to Blackwell, right? Oh, poor thing. It's a real nightmare for a family. I get scared thinking about Chloe and that we might lose her someday.
The Prescott family might be bad news. What do you think about them?
Evil. Next question?
Sounds like you know them well.
More than I want to. But Joyce has to work for those greedy bastards at Pan Estates. I don't even like to think about it.
What do you think is going on with all of this crazy weather and animals dying?
Nobody knows, right? It is Nostradamus type shit, pardon my French. But all I actually care about now is Chloe and Joyce.
Was Nostradamus French?
I have to go see if Chloe needs anything.
He's Italian, wasn't he?
It was so great talking with you again.
You act like it's the
look that
last time. And please, keep me from these bills whenever you want.
Okay, Blackstar, before you go any further, I
Start sneaking through the bills.
I want a little summary of what you think of this timeline.
Well, as far as the heroin fetching, I can't say I'm the biggest fan of that. It's definitely nice to have William back from the dead, but at what a price. The yard's definitely looking better. That's pretty cool. And I like the fact that Chloe isn't a delinquent, but again, at the cost of being stuck in a wheelchair and imminent death due to respiratory failure. I can't say I'm a fan, and I'm curious as to whether or not I'm even going to have the opportunity with my super time powers to affect any type of change or adjustment to that. I'm getting in certain circumstances kind of a Donnie Darko kind of vibe. I'm wondering if at some point I'm going to have a choice to either take her place or kill myself or, do something that would reset everything for everyone, But then at the same time, I also have a feeling that it may be leading up to something where I have to choose either something really horrible for one set of people and something really horrible for another set of people, and that's the only choice I'm going to have. So
okay.
I don't know if I'm right or not. I don't know even if I should speculate at all. Usually I try to go through these things without trying to overanalyzing them too much, simply because I like enjoying it the moment. But considering how far that we've come and so many things that we've done, I'm calling the wheelchair was bad enough. But yeah, I don't know exactly where this episode is going to go. It mentioned Darkroom, and they also mentioned the evil family, which is rich. I'm wondering if maybe we're going to do something to either get money out of them or maybe stop dating the son to get cash or something. I don't know. I'm wondering if there's either a financial thing to do, or we're going to try to figure out some way to prevent the car accident from happening. So,
okay, I'm interested in this. I just think this whole episode kind of, for me, really defines Life is Strange. So I'm interested to see how it goes.
See, for me,
I'm worried about goofing it.
This episode for me shifts my examination from the characters and the setting in the game and to the authors. Because when they present the first timeline, I'm pretty much taking everything as it is being given in terms of, okay, here's the facts of what goes on in this town, here who these people are, and here's how they feel about each other and themselves and their lives. And then when we have this shift that's done by a thing she changed that's dramatic, now I feel myself pushing back at what I see as the dissonance between the facts of what's gone on and the way things are being presented by the characters, in terms of, I know that William is alive now and not dead. He is not happy about that, but that makes me and Max feel dissonance because we know that, this is an improvement over another possibility that you're not thinking about. It just feels to me like the authors want this timeline to feel worse to me than I feel it really is, because they're definitely pushing down the idea that your ability is useful.
Yeah.
I think that our destiny is linked to goddamn car keys.
I also think that sort of, I agree that the authors are pushing this interpretation of this timeline has come at a terrible cost. And I think that there's a large assumption there that Max has to feel something for Chloe that isn't necessarily felt by the player.
For Chloe's basic supplies.
Yeah, that's a lot.
I mean, the solution to this is healthcare reform. It's not killing Chloe's dad.
That's great.
Well, you can tell this wasn't written in Canada.
Cronenberg.
I'm I feel a little bit uncomfortable about this sort of, I'm not saying that it's not a horrible accident to have happened, but I'm a little bit uncomfortable as to how, it's portrayed as it's portrayed as so horrible. Many people have very happy lives after terrible accidents.
They seem to be ignoring that possibility entirely. Whereas, of course, William being dead is a very binary thing. He's either there or his family, or he's not. And then they try to make that be a negative as well, because the wife seems almost... And the way it comes across to the players, the wife is pissed the guy's alive now.
Yeah.
Now they're calling it an eco-mystery. My God.
Rachel Amber is even missing in this reality. I guess I can't change everything.
So, Narc, if you look at the format of that's a tabloid format. That's not a broadsheet.
It's not even a reasonable facsimile of a tabloid, frankly. That looks more like some... Well, wait a minute. Wait,
That's
back
like
up.
a local
Back
paper.
up.
Well, on the
No, on the table, it's a
clear
broadsheet.
broadsheet.
Ladies, can we stop arguing about minutiae?
Maybe it's but here it's at best compact.
I guess I can't change everything.
That looks like a magazine, not a newspaper at all. That is not a newspaper layout of any kind. That type size relative to that page size is massive.
Right.
That looks like a flyer. Anyway.
Yes. Anyway, let's get back to the whole time-saving reality
Talk
thing.
about different newspaper sizes and formats. Do you like Berliner format?
This is the commentary that you come here for, guys.
Yeah, exactly. No, I don't like that format at all. In fact, I want the entire paper to be done in wingdings.
Finally. Give me the blue pill.
I'm sorry. I'm nosy, but not precise.
Go ahead and plug it right in. It's so easy. And painless.
Okay, but get ready to yell for your folks if I screw up.
Oh, trust me. I will.
Why do we get the feeling this is going to go horribly wrong?
No, it's not.
Of course, my pain just keeps getting worse. But you caught me on a good day. Max, I'm so grateful that I'm even able to hang out with you. See, I'm getting mushy. I'm already high.
You're so adorable. Do you want anything else?
Stop me if I'm being too emo.
Whiskey
but
chaser for your
Can you grab one of the photo albums over there? I'd like to check out some old pictures of us when we were kids.
Please. My diary is like emo ground zero. Plus,
Now
Max
that I can
Caulfield
believe.
does not pass up a photo
Yeah.
op with Chloe Price.
Oh, let's read New Max's diary.
This is not Chloe committing suicide, right?
Well, see, that's just it. I was wondering if that's how this was going to go. The reason
How's
the
she gonna
morphine was so
commit
far
suicide?
away, they didn't want her tempted to do it. Not to mention, nobody seemed to measure anything.
Right.
Yeah, that
By the
seems
way-
to scare me.
Perfect.
By the way, if
normal,
she's paralyzed,
perfectly healthy.
then
She
most
has to
likely the
use that
pain she's
ventilator
experiencing
just
is
to breathe.
neuropathic, which means that the indications are that morphine is
At least
not
Chloe
really
doesn't
very
weigh
effective.
that much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't want to say that, but yeah, morphine is not really a drug that I would give somebody who is suffering from respiratory distress.
Right,
Right,
which
well,
tells
that's-
me
No,
that,
no,
yeah, this
no,
could be
You're
bad.
absolutely right with your assessment earlier that they wanted to give her like Lou Gehrig's disease or something,
It
but
wouldn't be my first.
Well, not to mention the fact
but
she's
catch it from a car crash.
they're
Caught it from
already
a dirty
talking
truck
about her parents having to take care of her bowel movements and whatnot. Last thing that you need to be doing is mainlining heroin and stuff. You know, she could end up with complications with constipation and die. So
Yeah.
it's I see nothing but negatives for that, and yet they let me do it. So I don't know if that was a
I
bad
know, but
thing or
I
whether
don't-
I wasn't supposed to give it to her.
No, I
but
think
you
this
see-
is a bit of artistic license in medicine. You know, it's morphine.
It's-
It's a pain.
I know
Photo
it's,
album.
Sorry, on you go, Narc.
but I don't feel bound to accept. I feel like what they're leading to is, oh, Chloe's come into
Chloe
a
was a
bedridden
straight A
druggie,
student.
and it's your fault.
She
But
couldn't
then I
find
point out to
any
say,
college.
well, wait a minute. If she's got paralysis from a car accident, it's neuropathic pain, which means it shouldn't be treated with heroin,
a
most likely.
bastard.
It wouldn't be that
I
effective.
totally should've
She's
let
got
Chloe
respiratory
steal
distress,
your
which means
bullshit
you
farm.
shouldn't give it to her.
Even if
It
it
seems
was
like
another
if
reality.
these things shouldn't be happening, then how can I accept them as consequences of what I did? It wouldn't be happening.
Okay. Or Narc, if you read this letter from the principal of Blackwell Academy, if you go back in time and read that letter that we just exited out of,
Or just
the
open the door
principal
again
of
if you
Blackwell
like.
Academy said
You're still a
Chloe
happy
couldn't
family
go
again.
there anymore.
It's cool that
It was
in this
not
reality,
Americans
Chloe
with
really loves
Disabilities
skating
Act
too.
compliant.
If they're not ADA compliant, that means she sues them to hell and
Right.
back.
Right.
It doesn't mean you get
Correctamundo.
out. You don't get exempted
Does Chloe
from.
look
So
at the
if
garden
the
and
French think the
back
U.S.
her
is
up?
that bad, they're wrong on
She
that
can't
one
even
count.
feel the
It's
grass.
hard, but that's not how it works.
Right. So a
she-
few
she
places
would
that
sue them.
Is,
Like
is
the
that because the
observatory,
general assumption is that the Americans are going
the
to challenge the laws and the French are going to obey the laws?
You don't have to challenge the law.
Hello,
the ADA
Chloe.
just gives you basis
She
for
likes fluffy animals
suing them if you're being discriminated against.
Right,
They
right,
literally-
right. No. I understand that. I'm just saying, does that describe two different mentalities? Because the American's default is always going to be, well, that's bullshit, and I want you to do right by me,
when we were 12.
which the system is designed for. Whereas,
Yeah, but I think
I don't know that to say that that's a European mindset or not. To just say, oh well, this is why you can't do that, and so that'll be where it ends.
I think just generally they have a low opinion, which not
so
unjustifiable, about how
guess not
America
everything
cares about
changed.
its citizens. So I
Sure.
think they're more or less on the mark, at least pre-Obamacare, with a lot of the health insurance problems, but they're off the mark with that because it might have been that they would not have wanted her at the school, or she may have been rejected, or she may have
has to use a lot of
had to
lotion
go
to
but
keep
not
her
had all the
blood circulating.
conveniences that she should have. But one thing the school would never do was say, we're rejecting you because we don't comply with the law.
They
Maybe there's a
kicked her
conspiracy.
out
Maybe
because
there's a conspiracy. Maybe that's
That
she
must
got
be her mighty
crippled.
morphine.
She already was going there.
Yeah.
Coming
So
back
it's
to
just like-
coming back to the sort of interpretation of what the author is saying. So Don't Nod's previous game was Remember Me, and it also had some slightly strange attitudes towards physical disability and how, and actually the central theme in Remember Me is about a car accident ruining a family's life and destroying a parent-child relationship.
I'm sensing something autobiographical.
You know, there's a lot of sort of interesting parallels in how they think about what an injury or an accident can do for a person's sense of self, because in both cases they've got a character whose injury has changed fundamental parts of their personality, which I think is quite interesting.
Is that where you stop?
Is that okay? Perfect.
What?
Oh my god. Look how little
Were you
we
done?
are
Was she
there.
done?
Yeah, I was done.
Oh, I was like,
No,
waiting
no,
for
I
you
was
to follow
full on
that up with
ranting.
something
It was,
else.
we were
My
fine.
dad was pissed at us. He actually tried to give us a timeout.
And you laughed at him. My dad would have banished me.
Nobody gets banished anymore.
She'd have to leave the commune.
Whoa, awesome picture. We look so badass in our pirate gear.
We should have taken over Arcadia Bay when we had the chance.
There's still time for you.
Oh boy.
Oh man, there we are making pancakes. I love that shot of us. It's hard to believe my dad took that picture only 5 years ago.
Literally seems like yesterday.
I wish it was.
Me too. This photo. Maybe I could.
Change it to waffles. Change
Already?
it to waffles.
Listen, Max. My respiratory system is failing.
And that morphine was a terrible idea.
And it's only getting worse. I've heard the doctors talking about it when they thought I was zonked out. So, I know I'm just.
I like
putting
that
off
she
the
says
inevitable
zonked out.
While my parents suffer along. And I will too.
Well, that's just life.
This isn't
Putting
how
off
I
the
want things
inevitable
to
while your family suffers.
What? What are you saying?
I'm saying that being with you again has been so special. I just wanted to feel like when we were kids running around Arcadia Bay and everything was possible, and you made me feel that way today. I want this time with you to be my last memory. Do you understand?
Yes,
I'll get a pillow.
I do.
All you have to do is crank up the IV to 11.
It doesn't go to 11. It's you're,
Oh, but 11 is one bigger than
No,
10.
she got it specially made.
Okay, so
So this is your first big
Yeah.
choice of the episode, Black Star.
So do you
apparently
kill her?
Mm-hmm.
Not kill her, or say you
So-
don't know and wimp.
but wait, I just want to know, was that a Spinal Tap reference? I mean, was
Yes.
she literally
Yeah,
making a Spinal Tap reference there?
Yes.
Yes, she
I hope
was.
that was a Spinal Tap
Okay,
reference.
all right.
Which the fact that she doesn't have one obviously means she
kind of
saw
a
the
dark
film.
joke.
So the question is, do we accept? Do I refuse? Or do I twirl my hair and go, I don't know?
No, again, they're first of all, they're making a link between
twirl your hair. I've never killed Chloe.
Never?
I have.
Oh,
I didn't like doing it, but
how
I
was
did
it?
do it. I think I did it on my second playthrough.
Uh-huh.
I'm not going to tell you.
But you you did it on your second, which means you didn't do it on your first.
On my first playthrough, I didn't.
Okay,
now,
Narc.
So
hold
on. Yeah.
Refuse.
Oh, sorry.
Refuse.
Go round,
it's
go
not
round
even a
the room,
question.
but then I have something to say.
Uh-huh.
Ask the others first.
Oh, okay. Mal?
Yes, the situation seems dire in certain respects, but like she's still very much herself.
Right.
And I don't know if it's either the medium is not conveying her pain to me, or whether I'm going, oh, is she really in that much pain, or is she really become a junkie? But it doesn't seem like their intent is to cast her as somebody that has a narcotics dependency.
No, I don't think we're gotten into junkie territory. I just simply the fact that she's suffering immensely. She knows what a burden she is to her family, and she doesn't want to go through this anymore. And I completely sympathize with her. If that was me, I would probably ask the same thing, or I would at least ask to say, "Hey, can you tie this string over to that tube there for a second?" And yeah, thank you. And duct tape it to my head so I can flip over and do it myself. So I have tremendous sympathy for her situation. So I am inclined to accept. And if I am as good a friend as I supposedly am for her, I would think that I would like to have the courage enough to do this for her. The thing is with the story and how things unfold, and me having the potential to fix all of this, though, leans me to do another thing, leans me away from my instincts to want to make another choice, because as long as you are alive, there are options. Do you know what I mean? And, sometimes suicide is a permanent solution to a temporary problem. Now, this being a fictional game with time-moving powers and stuff, obviously this is far-reaching, greater than what average everyday life would be in every aspect. So the question now...
What I would probably say is, I would probably say as well, not that my first impulse was to accept, but that...
Mine was. I got to say.
Way.
Yeah, well, see, that's just it.
Another way is generally my view on that.
I know they're in serious financial difficulties. I know that she is suffering immensely, and the game is
decided you're taking too long.
Yeah, it's saying I'm taking too. Come on, the Xbox has pushed me. Push a button already, will you? Kill her or don't, just do it. See, I'm kind of leaning away from that, but I don't know whether the I don't know option is just going to make her want to argue more, or is going to try to convince me, or someone's going to come walking in.
It's going to try to make her accountable for her own decision.
Right. The other thing is, how do I know she's not going to try to do something herself as soon as I leave or leave the room or whatnot? Also, I'm worried someone's going to walk in on me while I'm doing this. Do you know what I mean? I mean, what happens if her parents suddenly come in the minute
but that's outside of the realm
dosing her?
That's outside the realm of the decision, though. It
is, but I just don't know what the consequence of that is. It could be something completely unexpected and off the wall.
But don't you think that one of the things that the game might be trying to teach you is that the consequences are kind of going to be what they're going to be, and you have to you're going to have to follow your own specific motives for things.
Yep. But the other thing is, I mean, I could do it and then just rewind time, I guess, if I get the power back.
By the way, but then you're getting meta, and you're breaking your own experience. We can't be having that.
Yeah, I know. But the mechanic in and of itself in the game does tend to lead to that. So
Sure.
But anyway, Narc is a flat-out refusal, which I'm surprised.
Is this Oregon or Washington State?
Does that make much of a difference?
Yes, it makes a slight difference.
Legally, it might be legal to end your life in one and not the other.
No, it's legal in both of them. It's only a question of when the law was passed. The Death with Dignity Act was passed in Oregon in 1997. In Washington State, it was passed in 2009.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen.
Basically,
the pedantic podcast of Life is Strange.
Look, this is relevant. This is relevant. They're trying to put this decision on a friend of hers. She's basically saying, no one will help me. She's saying, no one will help me. You do it. A terminally ill adult in these states can request this help from a physician. And she's over the age of 18 because that's when she got her car. She is an adult. So you don't have to do that. And she shouldn't be asking you.
But she's always been an emotionally manipulative person.
Historically, but again, this is a different timeline, so we don't know if that's carried over.
But wait, she's in crippling pain, but she waited to you to come along so that she could emotionally manipulate you into doing something she has a legal right to just ask for?
Right,
Maybe.
no, so I see what you're saying, but that's all
but we're, again,
date the story.
Video game.
We're at a point in this story, we're at a point in the progress of our civilization where people still think that this is an odd thing to have the option to.
That's why I asked before. This is 2013. This law was passed in Washington in 2009 and in Oregon in 1997.
But what about France or wherever the studio?
Okay, we're losing viewers by the dozens. So I'm just gonna hit B here. You guys can talk about this later.
We have 0 viewers, so it's not an issue.
I can't. It wrecks me to see you in any pain.
There's something I want to talk about after this concludes.
I'm giving you the right.
But Joyce and William.
I already said my goodbyes to them, but they won't honor my wishes. You will, right?
I can't kill you with an overdose.
Max, I'm dying from my illness, not my dosage. This accelerates the
I thought you were in a car accident.
I'd rather go out on a wave than a rock. And I want my best friend to help me out.
I am going to help you, but not like that. You have to believe me, Chloe.
Why, Max? You're just bailing on me like everybody else. Why don't you go now? You've been wanting to since you got here, right? So go and don't come back.
Chloe, I am never leaving you again.
Okay, so I just want to quickly talk about something they did in Remember Me, which was their previous game. So Remember Me, if anybody doesn't want to be spoiled for it, close your ears for a couple of minutes. But Remember Me
I don't know if I can do that. I'm hosting.
It was what, 2011, I think it came out. It was it's a couple of years old now. And it's about a memory hunter. So it's set in the future. You can remix memories to make it basically Inception to make people think that they've done something that they haven't.
Ooh.
One of the central conflicts in it is your mother, or the main character's mother, was in the car, got in a car accident with you, seriously hurt herself, and it tore the family apart. And you have the opportunity to remix that memory. And you get a specific achievement for making that memory happen as if it was for making the memory happen as if there was no car accident whatsoever. Now, that's not the sort of final solution to the puzzle, but the final solution to the puzzle is changing your mother's memory of the car accident so that it didn't happen in the way that it actually did happen. And that changes your relationship with your mother. And your mother is happier about her own injury because of the way you've manipulated that memory. And it's a really strange idea that, it's not actually changing something that actually happened.
But it's changing the person's reaction.
But changing the person's reaction to it. And the mum, I think she's got a missing leg, and she's really bitter about it. And the whole sort of thing is that she's really furious about having her missing leg. It's driven her and her daughter apart because her daughter's behaviour caused the accident. And yet, if you change the memory so that her daughter behaviour didn't cause the accident, she's no longer blaming her daughter and angry about losing her missing leg.
Ooh.
I'm sorry, William.
But that's a little insidious too.
Yeah, it's really dark and twisted.
Huh. I thought that was going in a noble place.
It's dark and twisted in the sense of, you know, the fundamental assumptions about humanity in
Right.
there are quite dark assumptions, and that people cannot sort of move past these accidents by themselves.
Somebody's projecting.
Yeah. And I see a lot of the themes that were in Remember
I
Me
hope the
are
flash
in
didn't scare you, Max.
this game as well.
This is a keeper.
So they railroad you into this, don't they?
Yeah.
Totally.
You cannot stay in that timeline.
Hello? Hey, honey. What? Oh, I didn't know you had to get groceries. Of course I'll come pick you up. Shit, where are my keys?
That's $1 for the swear jar.
You mean your college fund? Keys, please. Aha! You can't hide from me forever. And no Chloe and
What are we saying about the value of his life to himself now?
Yeah.
We're basically subjugating him to everybody else.
Yeah, and we're also saying that living paralyzed is such a torture.
It's worse than death.
Yeah, it's worse than losing a family member.
But I also just mean that we're
Max, you are being
subjugating,
so
because he's
fucking strange.
an ancillary
You're never gonna
character,
see
we're
us
privileging the position of the first timeline, because,
Chloe.
oh, that's what's happened. That's what's
I'm
real.
so sorry. I tried to make things different for you. I did try. I'm sorry.
I don't know exactly what you're talking about, but come on. You have made things different, like my whole life. You're my best friend. I've got you and a great family. What's to be sorry for? We'll be best friends forever. And when we grow up, we're taking over the world.
Listen, whatever happens, I want you to be strong. Even if you feel like I wasn't there for you. Because I will never abandon you, Chloe. I'll always have your back. Always.
Behave as if I'm always supporting you, even when I don't.
Mm-hmm.
Just like, pretend I didn't cause that car accident, even though I did.
Incidentally, does anybody want to know who the new Doctor Who is?
Yeah, I guess.
Guess we'll have to take a momentary break. It says Wilmington is now over, and now we finally know. Jilly, please tell us who the next Doctor Who is.
The new Doctor Who is Jodie Whittaker.
Whoa.
Who's that?
Mind
she was
blown.
in Broadchurch, and she was in Attack the Block. She's the nurse in Attack the Block.
So she is it is a woman.
Oh
Yeah,
now
it's
you
a
suddenly
woman.
want to kiss
Sweet.
me? Yeah,
I was just saying before the stream, I didn't think that was going to happen.
I'm so glad you're here.
You sound high, but thanks for the morning grope. Since we were up all night playing CSI Arcadia Bay, I was still spaced out here trying to put all this info together. Max, did you forget we've gone over this? I hope you weren't messing around with time while I was sleeping.
Not anymore. I'm just spaced out too.
Ooh,
Welcome
also
back
in
to
St.
the real
Trians.
world, Max.
So this would be a fully restored timeline, I take it.
I can ever tell
Yeah,
Chloe
so this
about what
is
happened.
straight back to where you left, if you see what I mean.
Right. So in other words, we didn't toss the keys out. Her dad still died, and jerky stepdad, and all of it. And now we're playing, hunt and peck through all the crazy things in town.
Yeah.
With our little investigation here. Okie dokie.
Let's look at the big board and see all our pieces in the puzzle so far.
Well, the other question I had is if I killed her, but you said I wouldn't have stayed in that timeline anyway.
Yeah. If you kill her, you kill her, you have a good cry and then change it back because you can't live with
Really?
yourself.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, and what if I said I don't know?
I don't know actually what happens then, but there's no
you
way
end up
of
back
staying
here
in
anyway.
that. Yeah.
Okay,
You
so in
always
other words,
end up back here.
so in other words, it wasn't even a real choice.
No.
Yeah.
No.
So I think it's one of the great ways of sort of curtailing the number of choices that were possible, because at this point you need to, you need to trim the branches of this
We have to do
storyline.
3 main things.
Right.
What? Did
what
we though?
things?
Well, no,
One,
but
decipher
We had
things.
2. Now we have 1 again.
Yeah.
2, get Nathan's phone to find out where he's been during the Vortex Club parties with Kate and Rachel. And see whatever hidden shit he's got in his messages.
3, beat Stepdouche Dan until he tells us about Frank, Nathan, and the dark room. And I do have a gun now.
Keep it in your pants. We'll have to do this on our own.
Don't do that.
Dude, at least let me kick his ass, then rewind. Fine, whatevs. It's your power.
Which I can't waste on shit like that. Or Blackwell would be in big trouble.
Or my head will
You
explode.
didn't even let me
Also,
take
that would be
money to
useless
pay
because you
Frank
wouldn't
off.
remember
And
having
Black.
beat him
We
up.
have to
Right.
get better than that.
I know.
Maybe Max
You
can
should
take
get
a
busy
photo.
in the garage to see what dirt you can dig up. I'm gonna cyberstalk some names and see where that leads. Or to who. And be careful of Stepcrack. He's not gonna be a happy camper after you reamed him yesterday and Mom is giving him the boot.
I'm on it, partner.
No, I want wheelchair Zoe going to the Vortex
my phone
Club.
connection was so crap I moved to my computer. Go ahead.
It's way too dangerous, and I need to navigate the present without messing up the past.
So Jellybean, the new Doctor Who person, that's the mom in Broadchurch, right?
I've never seen Broadchurch, but yeah, she is in Broadchurch.
Oh, really? Well, okay. So the mom's wife or the mom's husband killed him in the first season. Or sorry, what happened in the second one?
How much time have I altered since?
I don't remember. And then the third one, it was the kid's friend. There you go. Now you don't ever have to watch it.
Take a photo of Chloe.
Do it. That's a good photo. It's like one of the only Polaroids she does that I like.
Huh. Blue hair on Mars.
Yes, Chloe Price was here.
Wow, I got an achievement
That's
for
disgusting.
looking at an ashtray.
I like her beer is like
Staying
movie
up all
beer.
night
It just
is the
says
best
beer.
excuse to drink lots of coffee. Damn, this is a serious expose on the Prescotts. Finally.
There's a little subtext in this thing that's not as clear as a lot of the
actual
other
text?
stuff that they're trying to imply, but you get the feeling from this that rich people are demonized. The Prescotts obviously are because they're bad, but people like Victoria and members of the Vortex Club who are rich are seen as bad and fake, and the poorer people are seen to be more. But they're seen in a more positive light.
Gee, that's such a problem. I mean, how would we overcome this problem? I mean,
Well, look, I'm not.
how can we bring social justice to
the rich.
unfairly
The next Doctor
maligned
should be a
rich
rich
people?
guy.
God, I really loved destroying you in the last timeline. I really did.
You are kind of a creepy dick.
You won this battle, Max. You broke up my family.
Your family.
You broke up my family. I salute you.
Yeah.
All right.
Also, dude, I don't think you can really
but I
sort
won't
of
let anybody
blame a
hurt
teenager
Chloe.
for that, honestly.
Too
I
late.
feel like in this scene he should be loading a rifle. Like-
Yeah, you're right.
Or whittling
Don't you
some
wander
sort
off
of
into the
woodland
dark.
creature, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, so we never had to deal with him again, or is he going to come back and bite us in the ass?
Oh no, he's
He's
the main
so lucky.
character through the whole game.
Looks like David already
not.
booked a room.
Yep, he is.
Seriously?
Yes.
Look at those European numbers. Hey, so if you're American when
Yeah,
you
I
walk
know.
into the bathroom,
That's
and
not what
American
phone
when you
numbers
come
look
out,
like.
what are you while you're inside?
Oh, man.
European. It's a
Oh,
top
God.
2 joke.
Damn phone. This could take a while.
Also, scroll up a wee bit, because I don't think I've read this one, but I noticed a text that I want to...
I don't think anyone should read this. My IQ is dropping as we speak.
Go ape, not human. That. Okay, scroll up a little bit, just to really rub this in Funkomon's face. Yo-Yo
I don't think we
Max,
should need to
stop,
rub
scroll
anything
down,
in Funkomon's
scroll down,
face.
Scroll down. Stop. Scroll down. Stop. A little bit further down. Stop. Yo-Yo Max, your friend Chloe texted me that you shot her down. True? So Chloe texted Warren to say that Max didn't kiss her.
There you go.
What?
That's proof right there.
What
Da-da-da.
a weird thing to text anyone, especially
also
someone you don't really know.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. All right. Okay. Look. I will agree with you there. That seems weird. So when you do kiss her, and every single playthrough I've done of this game, I've kissed Chloe. She texts Warren, and I think, well, that's not that weird because she's just being an asshole to him. You know what I mean? Like, hey, you're the girl you really like kissed me. But her texting him saying you didn't kiss her is weird. That you may be right.
Thank you.
I will now concede that you may be right. That would be the smoking gun. We'll see if there's anything else that can convince me a little bit further. But there you go. Oh look, you kept Lisa alive.
Is that the rabbit?
No, Lisa's the planet. By planet, I mean plant.
I was like, bro, you have read a subplot into this game that I was.
I thought we had to water the plant the first day to save it, which we didn't.
No,
do, right?
I watered it the second, and apparently that was enough.
you can water it the second day as long as you never water it again. I don't know.
Right.
Oh, all right.
So I saved not only her from the roof, I saved her plant too.
We'll see if that plant's dead by episode 5.
I hope not. I'm more worried about the bunny. He's only got 1 carrot. I don't know how he's gonna live.
Oh, who texted her dad? Scroll
No,
up.
but he doesn't like
Yeah,
strangers
scroll up.
having his number.
Hey, honey, I just got a weird text warning me that my nosy daughter better stop watching others and look out for herself. Is this some kind of school prank? And it's from a blocked number.
Can you block a number in a SMS?
Not that I'm aware of.
Yes.
They have an app
How
for
do
that.
you know that?
How do you do it?
How do you not?
I used to work for a telco. You cannot see. That's weird for him to say that I got a text from a blocked number. You can receive an SMS and then you can block that number, and that will stop you from
Prevent
getting
the
notifications of calls or messages. So
Right.
it's weird for him to say that I have a SMS from a blocked number.
Yeah, it
because-
would be an unknown number or a...
yeah, unknown. Yeah, I think he means unknown number, not blocked.
Well, certainly where I live, when we refer to a call from an unknown number or a private call, we refer to it as a blocked call.
Okay, then that's what they mean. They mean it's from a person who is blocking their
call
ID, but I
started
think
with
that's
no vision of a
that's only
tornado.
doable in a phone call, not an SMS.
Right. Yeah, that's what I was asking about. I don't know if you can do it. Maybe you can. Or
unless
like
David's got a buddy at a telco who helped him send a flash SMS. I think that's the only way around that.
What about like when you send one from Skype or something? Does it give you a real number? Or does it give you like a weird ass 10-digit thing?
It'll give you a weird number, but it won't be private.
Hmm.
Again, your SMS
Look at those French
provider
eyes.
would have to be given a privileged position by the telco in order to say, yes, we're going to take your SMS traffic and we will
Poor
hide the
whales
source.
are like beached angels.
I guess so.
What is going on?
I guess someone works at the telephone company. Hey, she should tell her dad that.
I think this is speaking of smoking guns, this blocked SMS is going to blow the whole thing wide open. What are we supposed to be doing right now? Oh, it's alright, you
Looking.
found a cutscene.
It looks like David finished his car repairs. Maybe there's
Oh,
some
there's
clues
birds
around.
behind that.
You're supposed to be sneaking.
The wall door.
No, plank.
I promise I'll help.
Oh, look,
Miss
he
Grant
printed
next
off an
time,
email.
if there is one.
Hey, some people love printing the internet.
Okay. How close are we to the end of this episode, by the way?
I don't know. We had too many
quarter.
legal discussions.
Literally
There's
first quarter.
There is a
I wonder
lot
if
to
we
go.
should take a
Cameras
break.
At Pan Estates? David must be working for the Prescotts too.
My
I
God.
can, if you don't want to find clues, I can tell you all the answer to the puzzle.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, tell you what.
tell us-
Why don't we take a 5-minute break?
Is it a puzzle?
It's always a puzzle. You just know it is. But yeah, we're going to take a 5-minute break. So please join us then. We'll be back momentarily with the continued stream of episode 4 of Life is Strange.
Yeah. The game's not that great at actually telegraphing to you when there is a puzzle.
Yeah.
Well, once you look for clues and you go back to the thing, it's pretty obvious it's a puzzle.
I think it kind of wants you to be living with the assumption there are always puzzles.
Yeah. Mal.
Okay, we are back. So yeah, Funk. So you were gonna.
Mal, you've muted yourself. If
he probably has.
Okay, he's not there.
All right. So yeah, she wants to. Max wants to look around to see about finding the different clues that he may have left.
Okay, so here's what you do. Who cares about this? Go into the garage.
David must be working for the press conference.
And the actual garage part where you keep the car.
Yeah.
And then move that board to get to the bird nest. That one.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay, I can't seem to select
Guess you can't.
Oh, there's a nest.
Examine the nest.
Oh, look at the baby blue jay eggs in the nest.
How did the bird get in here to lay them?
If I want to take the shot.
Well, there's a whole storyline with the
Good
bird.
for nest protection, but
gotcha.
But it's actually dead because you didn't save it. I don't know how it got in here.
Maybe I can save the babies.
Oh, maybe it laid him before and it's trying to get in here.
Yeah. Look at how your decision to kill William has given new life to some baby birds.
Oh no, they died.
And dead
These
angel
birds, now that
whales
you move
apparently.
That plank, these birds are dead.
So
It's just
I'm
that's
sorry.
how it
Wait a
works.
minute. If I move the plank, the birds are dead.
Yeah, they
Okay,
died.
so do I move the plank back?
No, just rewind. And then the action will never have happened.
Yeah, it's an option.
Then why are we doing
I've never
this?
moved the plank back.
I don't know. To get a photo?
Or rewound, so the birds have always just been dead. Okay, now go to his locker and you can use a crowbar to break open the lock on it.
This game is literally all about rewinding things to save people's lives, and you've never rewound it?
I don't rewind very often when I play through this game.
You and Cody both. You drive me crazy.
I mean, I obviously rewind. Oh, what is the code?
It's
rewind when it made you.
7171.
You rewound when it wouldn't let you accept the results. Otherwise, you just accept them and say, "Oh, that's a thing that happened."
I'm trying to remember because believe it or not, when we actually shot this particular episode where we saw the code, it was actually the thumbnail.
Yeah, it was the thumbnail. I didn't do that. It just the system just picked that.
That's how I remember it.
That's fantastic.
Isn't that great?
Oh, maps, notes, coordinates, photos of Kate, Nathan. Oh, yes.
I like where he scribbled on there, Kate Marsh. She knows something.
She knows something.
He came back to get a briefcase. He left this crap.
Yep.
Well, see, that's the thing. It doesn't make any sense to me why he left all his evidence. Yeah, and why
Chloe's car.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Well,
Which Trump brother is he?
Here's the thing that doesn't make any sense to me. Why is this printed? For this to be any use, you would need it as a digital document that you could simply copy and paste into a map coordinate program to show you exactly when and where, or to track somebody's movements when and where at certain times. But he printed it.
Look, the guy's dumb as hell.
Guy who's going to complain that Polaroid film is too expensive to shoot on.
No, I
It is. And it's too
I
low
like
res.
this. Because
He may have
David
not-
Madsen was obviously there, watching it, and took a photo. And he didn't stop anything. He just...
It's not like he's employed
he
to keep
photographed the
students
fight.
safe.
Yeah.
This is the fight that they started to have.
Right.
Okay. And license plate. Okay.
What is that? Twilight Zone.
Twilight Zone.
I got it.
Something me pay up. Why is there a sheen covering the text?
I think that says Rachel.
Yeah, it does look like it says Rachel, but we don't really know.
Right. So why are they covering up this clue for the audience? As
I don't know. That's not a big
this
clue,
makes
don't
no.
worry about
This is basically saying, "Oh no, don't look at this clue right now."
This is not important. That
Okay.
picture is an unimportant clue.
Okay, but still, it just seemed a silly graphical reason to do that.
Back to Chloe.
Oh, it was just something written on a tree in the background. It's not like he scribbled it on the photo.
Okay, so
I think it was Rachel Amber owes me pay up.
Anything
This
from
is
over
it.
here?
This is all you have in this house right now. The puzzle comes actually later after you find some more clues. So you go upstairs and then go up to Chloe and say, "Yo, dog, we're ready."
Yeah, there's quite a lot in this episode, so...
Are you ready
Oh,
yet?
oh,
I have to get back to my dorm.
Are we happy?
Very happy. I hit the secret file jackpot.
Coordinates and everything.
and Rachel, plus some location coordinates. David is like a one-man surveillance army. Now let's get the hell out of here before we get busted. But I absolutely have to go see Kate in the hospital right now. I want to find out how she's doing.
See, this is something I've never had to do because she's always been dead.
What's the
What
justification?
are you regretting it? Is that what you're saying?
What's the justification for Max finding all this stuff in Chloe's house and Chloe doesn't? It's not like Chloe is that respectful of her stepdad's privacy.
Not to mention, she would know his habits better. She would know when to go for it.
Crap.
Yeah.
Like that surveillance monitor and that. I mean,
because Max is the only one with the great power of snooping and then undoing the snooping so that no one suspects her.
Anti-snoop discovery powers.
No, she'll be stoked to
All
see
right, now this scene is completely inconsequential.
I'm a little nervous.
It's just there to make you feel good for saving Kate.
Okay, why do I have a feeling this is now pivotal to the entire rest of the game?
No, I trust me.
Why is that? Wait a minute. Why is that inconsequential?
Good thing you ignored me.
I'm saying for further on in the story, like if you slept through this whole scene, it would have. It does not matter what you do in this scene for the rest of the story. That's what I mean.
Thanks, Chloe.
And it has no
Don't
consequences.
be sorry. We're all on the same team.
Team Max. Let Kate know we're gonna string Nathan up by his balls then.
Oh yes, I'm on it.
Balls.
What outfit have you guys enjoyed the most that Max has worn in this game?
I couldn't compare.
I liked her Maxine clothes.
That was very preppy, that look.
Kate.
Yeah.
I thought I'd never see you again. I feel so ridiculous. I'm so
Why would she
sorry.
think that?
Kate, listen to me.
That she was ridiculous?
Nothing to be sorry
she's
about.
very traumatized.
Other people.
Sorry, I
No,
also
but she said before she would never leave her and everything else, so why would she think you would never see her again?
Maybe she didn't think that
Maybe she
standing
doesn't
on a
think-
rooftop was the best time to be honest.
Question if I ask how you're doing.
Or maybe in
Now
her
that you're
experience,
here,
people
I'm
aren't
doing
reliable.
Even better.
Right.
I'm so grateful to you for coming
Like,
up to the
you know,
roof to talk me down.
Max,
Max,
she'd
I
probably
felt
never
so
just
lost
ghost on her
and
best
alone.
friend and leave for another state for 5 years or anything,
Yeah.
but
How hard
Kate
you were
doesn't know
trying.
that.
It made me realize I wasn't alone. Thank you.
Kate, there are so many people who love you and want to help you.
I know. You should see all the letters and
We
postcards.
just haven't met them
I
yet.
gave most of the flowers to other patients here because they need them more than me. I'm keeping the balloons, though. One of the nurses gave
Oh,
me some
dude!
pen and paper so
Hot
I could
dog
do
man.
some drawings.
I love your illustrations.
She drew a
They
picture
got kind
of
of
Hot
dark
Dog
there for
Man
a
pouring
while.
mustard all over himself.
You missed the Hot Dog Man model
Children's book
on
about bullying.
Chloe's
I was
desk
thinking of having
before.
some photographs in there too.
It was
I hope
pretty
that's
good.
a subtle hint that you'll let me take the photographs for the book.
Was that subtle? You better take the pictures, Max. I'm going to be here for another day until my family comes out to visit.
How are they treating you?
Like they need to protect me forever. They're so upset. And I know they feel guilty even though they didn't do anything.
I'm sorry, is
I was
Kate's story
surprised how many
boring, you
students
funk?
from
Oh man, I don't know.
He's just not feeling well.
I am pretty.
Even Victoria
I'm
wrote me
just
a very sweet
teasing.
note.
I am pretty.
And I
I'm gonna
believe
keep
she was
keep
being
this.
real.
I'm very pretty.
Funk,
I'm
just
glad
push
you
that
believe
morphine
it.
up to 11. You'll feel
I'm
better.
working on it.
Oh yeah, I bet.
I just pray I can get this drawing right.
Can we look at the mushroom? What am I talking about?
At
Hot Dog Man better.
I think that's all you can say.
Yeah, I don't think we should be seeing this.
Thing? Is
Oh.
that a thing in America or is that just in the game?
No, that's just the game.
Okay.
Yeah,
There's no such
yeah.
thing as hot dog.
I have never seen anything like this before until now.
Those are
I
nice
really like that the
flowers.
mushroom. Fuck. That the hot dog guy.
You know that you'll go find one hipster somewhere who's doing like the
This
deep
gets
reference
Kate through the
cosplay.
night.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, there's absolutely people who've cosplayed as Hot Dog Man.
I don't think.
I'll
Get
find you
well
some
is
pictures,
quite
hold on.
Apropos.
Well, I don't know. I think Get Well's pretty appropriate.
I love Kate's happy rainbow flock.
I love her bored cat illustration. That's adorable.
Yeah, hey, she's got potential.
She does.
Good to see that Kate is still working on her book report.
Please tell me she wasn't reading Catcher in the Rye.
Okay, I can't
Please tell me
find
they
any
give her a
pictures
deadline
of people
extension.
cosplaying as Hot Dog Man,
Principal Wells
but
knows how to step it
they
up when he
do
wants
sell
to.
Hot Dog Man T-shirts.
And Mr. Mustard Tea?
The mustard guy tends to be on the T-shirts as well.
Really? See, I'd probably go without. I never liked mustard on my hot dogs.
Oh no, mustard on hot dog is the best.
Whatever.
Yeah, I agree.
That is so
You're a communist.
Even
Perfectly
true.
legal in
Yeah, this is
America
true.
now.
But not Nathan.
No. Socialist, not communist.
I'm getting more radical in my old age.
Sorry. American cheese for the win.
Let me say from experience,
Victoria Chase might
state-planned
be
economy
bitch,
not as great as
she's
an idea
not
that you might
evil.
think. but welfare state, definitely a useful thing.
If you chump.
I actually recently
How much?
bought
How much
my-
would you trust Theresa May to plan
Thank
exactly?
you, sisters.
Oh my god, that woman
really
could not
saved
plan her way
Kate.
out of a paper bag.
I
wet
don't know.
paper
She
bag on
planned
a
it-
rainy Tuesday.
She somehow figured out how to get to be the prime minister of the country without even being elected.
Kate,
Oh no,
it
she
is
did get
so
elected
good
this
to
She
time.
did. She's been elected once.
Max,
Just.
I owe you so
Right.
much. And I can tell you want to
Yeah,
talk to me
and
about something.
she definitely screwed that one up.
But
Ooh,
I mean, it's
okay.
such a low bar.
So now, obviously, you said that nothing really matters with this, but I think I guess we want to go over all of them, just to.
Victoria
Well,
certainly, because it's
Victoria,
underlined.
sure,
Yeah.
but the
I
other
saw
one's
Victoria's letter. How does that make you feel?
Max,
Does
I
it
know
make you
Victoria
feel?
can be
Can put her on a
Uh,
couch.
not nice, but I do believe in forgiveness and redemption. I might be naive, but I
Oh,
feel
they
it
didn't
with
put a
Victoria.
diuresis over the eye.
I could have taken a picture of her covered in paint, but I didn't, and we had a genuine moment.
We all have our moments. Why do you think she acts so mean?
Because of the burden of being rich.
Yeah.
I mean,
She's insecure. If you're comfortable with yourself, you don't need to act superior.
I like
Victoria doesn't look like she
Max's
has much to be insecure about.
genuine
If
moments
anybody
part.
can
It was
make
like, I
Victoria
could have
see
been
the light,
awful, but I
it would be
wasn't.
Kate
So
Marsh.
we're cool.
No, I think it will take more than
And-
that, Max.
I also like how Kate described Victoria as a not nice. That's my
Yeah.
flair on the Life is Strange subreddit. She's
For
a
sake
not
of
nice.
time, I would
want
just
you to
leave
know
Black
I'm
Star. I don't
this
think
close
any
to
of this
getting
is
all the info
relevant.
I need about
You think?
Nathan
Yeah,
Prescott
well,
has to
put
pay
it this way,
for
I
what he
never
did.
get this scene because she's always
We
dead
have
in
to
my
stop him
playthroughs.
from hurting anybody else.
It is
Wouldn't you want the treat
literally-
all the
then?
more reason. All the more reason to explore it fully.
That's what I was thinking.
But his dad
Yeah.
would never let that happen. I thought I had a tough family. So what is going on with him now?
So this is the guy who drugged her and
Yeah.
Yeah.
took images of her, and this amazingly forgiving girl is like, oh, maybe his dad's really harsh on him. Like
I
2
assume
days
he'll show
after
up
she
at the
just about
Vortex
committed
Club
suicide.
party tonight like nothing happened.
And nobody can do
She's a
anything.
very
to him after
resilient
what
girl,
he
is
did.
all I'm
We're
saying.
going to stop him.
She must have been faking
I
it.
just have to find Nathan's room number, get inside, and get the clues I need.
Max, please let me help. I can get the number and I'll text it to you. Okay?
Yeah, that's not traceable in any way.
I can't do this without
Oh!
you.
Now
Yeah,
it's time
no,
for
but
Nathan
women-
to watch out for us.
Women get asked to do that kind of thing all the time, to forgive their attacker, to just
Yeah.
pretend like it didn't happen. What I find objectionable is that
Polanski?
the audience character, the audience proxy there as Max, should at least be given the option to object to that, to say, hey, wait a
Yes.
minute, don't do that to yourself. It's not
Yeah.
your fault. You don't have to think about his struggles. His
Yes,
struggles are his own, and yours are
absolutely.
your own. And it just let to go. That's like, yeah, that's the way it is.
Let's crucify him. You believe in crucifixion? Come on. Nail him up there.
I believe crucifixion exists, if that's what you mean. Like,
Well, no, she's a Christian, so obviously she believes in it.
I always want to talk to you.
We missed our tea session this week.
That was so not cool. We need to plan like a t-shirt tour of
Yes. And you could bring Warren along too.
she like Warren? I
What do you
forget.
think
Yeah.
of Warren?
Oh, smart and silly. He's
The
got
way
such a
Black
good
Star's
heart.
playing this game,
he's a good guy.
Max is
You know he
plowing
needs to.
both sides of the melon patch.
I don't think there's anything wrong with
We'll
that.
see. With everything that's
Nah, I don't have a problem with it, I guess.
I also don't think there's anything wrong with that.
You deserve that.
Kate Marsh.
Other than the part where one of
I'm
the
glad
melon
somebody
patches
is
is
looking
owned
out
by
for my
Warren.
love life.
Even angels need angels, Max.
Yeah, he wouldn't be my
have to
first
get back
choice.
to
That's my only complaint. Is that
No,
that's not a
definitely.
that's not a conscious decision. That's a lack of options.
There
I do.
are very few
That's why I love you,
well-written
Max.
male
Thanks for
characters in
taking
this
care of my
game.
bunny.
Like,
Tell
They're
well-written-
all
no,
frank.
that's not right. There's very few sympathetic male characters in this game. I think there are many well-written characters, but very few sympathetic male characters in this game.
I don't know. I'd rather date the bunny.
Well, how is she?
She's still Kate Marsh. Thank God.
They
I don't
can't
know
take
why,
that away from her.
You barely knew
I
it.
don't know why Chloe didn't go in. They knew each other.
Let's go pay a visit
I'm
to
just
Nathan
waiting for
Prescott.
Chloe to say something
That little
slightly
prick is not gonna be
manipulative
glad
to
when
make
he
you
sees
feel
us.
bad for giving Kate attention.
Is she carrying the gun
Yeah,
into a hospital?
it's-
Is she
it
armed
seems
right
like
now?
That whole attitude went away. I mean, that like she was very possessive of Chloe vis-a-vis Kate, and then it just went away. Are we supposed to believe that Chloe feels bad about that now because of the suicide attempt?
Yeah,
or-
good point.
Maybe. Oh, can I go on record saying I hate the
impression
teacher's
I
glasses?
get is that Chloe was initially very insecure about Max coming back because she felt bad when Max left, but now trusts Max so completely that there's no issues.
Yeah. But look,
I
it's
hate his
Samuel,
glasses.
My favorite
How you
Samuel.
doing?
Oh,
Hate
hi,
those.
Mr. Jefferson. I'm okay. This is my friend Chloe.
Yeah.
And I like how these guys
Chloe.
pretend they don't know each other.
Why isn't somebody as cool as you going to Blackwell?
I was way too cool for this school. It's a long story. And actual files here.
I can imagine. Max, are you sure that you're all right?
It's weird just being on campus like everything's normal.
I know, lame as it sounds, life has to go on.
So do you guys think he
Too
was
much
flirting with
going on
Chloe
in
when
my
he said, how
Yes.
come
On
someone...
that note,
I thought
I
he was just
will
being
do
like a
calls.
lame dad
Remember,
figure,
I'm
you
going
know?
to
No, no,
announce
he was
the
totally
winner of
hitting
the
on her
Heroes
friend.
contest tonight at the party. So I
Interesting.
hope
What do you
you'll
think
be
she
there to
would be?
celebrate.
You think everyone's
Sorry
flirting
you
all the
didn't
time?
order a photo.
Yeah, well, I think everyone's
You can't
flirting all the
force
time.
an
I
artist to
definitely
work.
think Chloe was flirting
So,
back.
You don't hate me
Really?
for what I
Yeah,
said
yeah.
to the principal?
What about you, Mal?
I think Chloe
know.
flirts with everybody.
So much about
Yeah,
troubled
I
friend.
definitely agree
And I
Chloe
take
flirts with
hope in the
everybody.
fact that you have plenty of time to
I
find
think
a way.
Mal's assessment is correct.
Get in the habit of putting your work out there.
Thanks, Mr. Jefferson. I'll definitely be there tonight.
Me too. I'll be Max's date. You better dance with us at least once.
Nobody
See
should have
that?
to see me dance. Plus, you don't want to watch the old hipster trying to keep up with the kids. I have some pride.
There's no such
We
thing as an
see.
old hipster.
Yes, you
And
will.
no, you don't have pride.
No, you-
yep,
no, you
yep.
don't.
Chloe's look. See, I knew it.
You're out of control.
No,
Totally out of control.
Just wait until the preacher tonight.
Shut up.
Don't be
God, I
jealous
hate that
because
teacher.
Mark Jefferson thinks I'm cool.
And I
Victoria
think
was
it's
a
the
little-
kind of thing that Chloe would say just to be
Fine.
subversive.
Yeah,
I'm
I love
see if
him.
I can get some dirt from Justin. Haven't talked to him in a while.
Now that is a great plan.
See, I know there's something
Victoria
wrong with him,
was
but
before us.
Fuckman likes him. I just know
I
it.
think he's great.
The teacher? I hate his
See if I can
glasses.
find out where Nathan is.
I like his stupid little jokes that he makes in that, like, as a teacher, and, you know, he's got this, at least seemingly, has a decent relationship with Max and stuff, and he's giving her life advice about, hey, put your work out there, and he makes little jokes in
I can
class
tell
like
that
I do.
Justin is really
He's-
into
I,
Chloe.
seems like a good teacher.
Chloe fits in
Person?
so
I don't know.
easily with Justin.
Actually, I do know. But he seems like a good teacher.
Okay, do I have to prevent anyone from getting balls in the face or something
No,
like that?
you
can
just
just
have to
walk
find
in.
Nathan. Yeah, enter the boys' dormitories.
There you
He
go.
doesn't want to let me.
Oh.
Ooh. Go talk to Chloe.
Good thing I didn't let Chloe take that money from Principal Wells.
Yeah, so if you take the money, that sign isn't there, and that's the only difference.
Right, for the wheelchair accessible ramps that they don't need because they just reject students who have disabilities.
Poor Daniel.
Look
Looks
at
like he needs a hug.
he's got
Hey,
the
Daniel.
The
You look
fedora
bummed
guy.
out.
yeah.
Are you alright?
And then there was also
Hola,
on the
Max.
wall there's
I
one
just
of
figured
those
out
rage
my
face
photos
things.
basically suck. I'm a wannabe
So these
artist.
memes are 2013 accurate, I believe.
Don't give up that easy.
That's research quality right
Just
there.
Stay away from your sketchbook for a while. You need to keep taking the shot, as Mr. Jefferson says.
Stay away from my sketchbook? You don't know me, Max. That's like you staying away from your camera. I think I'll just sit here bummed out, thanks.
What a
Teenagers.
jerk. I'll just sit here bummed out. Ugh. That's not how he said it. And there's the guy who's wearing the Subnova shirt. Did you guys see?
No. Subnova as in, like,
Yeah.
the old form?
Yeah, there you go. It's not quite the Subnova shirt.
No,
but
it's not a
pretty damn
Subnova.
close.
No, it's not.
No.
It's
not
pretty
even,
damn close.
Not even remotely.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Guys are in denial.
Principal Wells was so loaded the other night here.
Yeah, I want to see if I could find him like passed out on the
Is it
floor.
red shirt?
Yeah. Look, it looks like a splotchy Subnova shirt.
I see the association, but there can't be anything to that.
Of course there's not. No,
No need to
that would
go
be
there.
crazy.
I had to clear away another batch of dead birds today. Sad.
Makes me mad.
Oh god, creepy Samuel.
I love creepy Samuel!
You better talk to him.
Oh, seriously?
Better do it.
I'm fascinated. As Michelle Grant,
He never takes off the gloves.
Arcadia Bay. How are you doing, Max? Been a tough week. I know.
Yes, it has, Samuel. How are you?
Sad and confused like everybody else in
Sad and
Arcadia
confused.
Bay.
Correct.
You look like you have a lot of questions, too.
Yeah, about your meds and how many are you
Leave.
taking.
Leave.
And please take more of them.
Not dazed and confused?
Just leave.
I had
Don't
to-
ask no questions.
Sorry.
Good
I
move.
better get going now.
You're scared, too. Look at the weather.
Hi, Miss Grant.
Max, you always show up when I'm talking about you. And I swear, it's not about that petition you didn't sign.
So outside the petition you didn't sign was in the first episode. She was standing outside,
I was hoping you could explain.
and it was
some of
the
these
it
crazy
was a
things
petition
happening
to
in
get
Arcadia Bay.
Madsen to not
I'd
put
be collecting
the
my
security
Nobel
cameras
Prize in
up
Science today.
because she smokes a
I
lot of
haven't
dope.
been able to wrap my mind around that eclipse, much less the snow in Wales.
There is
There
always a
must
scientific
be a
explanation.
scientific explanation.
When my friends at NASA tell me they can't explain
If
a
it
solar
really
eclipse
happened,
without
yeah.
a single theory as to how or why, maybe it's time to get worried.
I kind of
Like
love the
they
idea
are.
that this
I am
science
worried about
teacher in this random
reality.
school has friends
I
at
feel
NASA.
like it's changing right in front
Hey,
of
well,
us.
the hippie beads and
and
whatnot,
Samuel
you know,
both.
say she grew up during those
We were
times.
talking about that
Yep.
before you came over. Our planet is changing, but it's not mystic. It's erosion.
I'm just happy she didn't put eco something in front of that.
You think that's why all these animals are dying here?
Well, our shoreline has been receding, not to mention the daily contamination of the ocean. That's all you need to kill off sea and wildlife here. Unless you know something I don't.
Should I even mention the time travel? Probably not.
Yeah.
I wonder if
Caused by
the Tabanga
chronotons.
knows more than anybody here.
Oh, Max, nobody even knows who brought the Tabanga here. It was likely stolen from the South Pacific by local fishermen. But I know what you're saying. There's a lot of energy here.
She does look a little bit stoned.
Yeah, she's definitely fitting in there. Should we take off or pursue Nathan and Kate with her? I don't know if she would have any
you're
relevant
looking
info.
for Nathan.
Yeah, Nathan.
I was looking for Nathan Prescott, and I thought he might be in your class.
I'm surprised, Max. I didn't think you and Nathan were exactly friends.
We're not.
No way. I just have to,
I lost the
ask him a
screen.
question.
I saw him leaving campus looking angrier than usual. But to be honest, Max, Nathan hasn't been too well lately. You might know more about that than me.
Too much.
I can tell.
I just try refreshing.
You look like you have more than a question on your mind. Maybe asking
Moist.
Nathan isn't such a good idea right now. You hear me, Max?
I'm sorry, Miss Grant. I have to get going. I'll see you later.
It's always good talking to you, Max.
Oh,
Good. Nathan is not around. I should
All
go
right.
back to Chloe.
There we go. Go back to Chloe. That is a terrible but really teenage accurate
Coast is clear.
facial hair on that guy.
It would be so cool.
Oh, is
if
it
we
the
made
skater
it
guy? I
on
lost the
school
stream,
here
but is that the
together.
skater
Now
guy?
you can
Not
have Mr.
the
Jefferson.
skater
As
guy.
Justin.
It wasn't Francie there. Justin, that's it.
Now let's get into Blackwell
Oh man, I
Ninja.
hate Justin because of his facial hair. It's the only reason I dislike the guy.
Oh, but it's
The
so
otherwise
teenage
seems
accurate.
okay.
It's exactly like what all the teenage boys have.
When I was
I thought that was a mirror.
teenager,
I was really
they called me
confused
Tim
there.
the Bear because I had this big full beard when I was 15.
Wait here.
Must have taken a lot of glue to put that on.
Anybody shows up. I won't let you down, Batmax. Now I just have to find Nathan's room.
And I almost never got carded for anything because I looked old.
I still get ID'd today.
You lucky.
Yeah, I love it.
There's so much of an arc for when and where you want to get ID'd, and after a certain point, it's like, oh my god, you think of it? That's awesome! And yet, all the years before, it's like, what are you talking about? I'm totally old enough. Yeah, you just can't win.
There's a if you ask for a senior discount at a lot of places, the employees are told to not ask for an ID. So fairly often, they will just give you the senior discount to avoid confrontation. So I always ask for a senior discount when I can.
This is such a boys' dormitory.
How am I supposed to determine?
You know, the environment design
too
is
clean.
so good.
It's too clean.
Oh, I don't even. Ugh. Bulk. Get in there.
Speaking of boys' dormitory, Narc, have you ever had, what was it, durian? Have you ever had durian, Narc?
No, but I didn't want to. What's the connection to boys' dorm room?
Well, I was
Jesus,
talking to
and the
Blackstar, and so I had some.
faux nagle print.
And I was talking to Blackstar and Jellybean about it, and I said it tastes like a dumpster of rotten onions that had a boys' locker room in it.
No, that's accurate. It smells like that. I don't know how it tastes because
It tastes exactly like it smells.
Oh, that's terrible.
And I still have an aftertaste in my mouth, and it makes me want to gag.
It's about $6,000.
So the way she's talking about this kind of equipment, that type of stuff, makes me
Victoria had the photo bling.
think that Max doesn't know photography, or at
So I
least
was-
the equipment.
Yeah, I was going to ask, is a monochrome camera a thing?
Yes,
I did not know that.
Oh yeah.
but
Well, you remember the Kodachrome? There was monochrome along with Kodachrome.
But a brand new one? So is there...
Yes.
Is still being produced?
Oh my
Yeah.
god. Chloe.
Pop back to the letter. Oh. Yeah, sorry.
I'm the biggest producer of now the camera that she was commenting on is clearly modeled after a Canon. You could see with the how the controls were. But Leica is the biggest manufacturer right now that makes monochrome cameras. They do little rangefinder monochrome. So one of the reason you'd want a monochrome is because you can have there are two competing color sensor pixel distribution things. You got a Bayer pixel thing, which is you get light, and then it's kind of interpolated through up to 12 megapixels or whatever. And the pixels each pixel is not a true red, green, blue thing. It assumes, and that's why when you zoom in, no matter how good the camera is, when you zoom in at the pixel level, it always looks kind of smeared. But there's another system called Foveon X3 where you get 40 million pixels, but the resolution only turns out to be like 12 megapixels, and that one is pixel perfect. Those are very expensive to do. So if you want a pixel perfect image where there's no smearing at really high magnifications, and you don't
Let's
want
see
to
what
pay
Nathan
for
hides in
3 times as many pixels as you're going to actually get when you print
I'd
it,
cry too if I
then
had
you would
him
get
for
a
father and
monochrome
had to
one
wear
because it
that
doesn't have the
suit.
color smear.
I did not know that. That's interesting.
So wait, so what is it about
Nathan
Max
is way into
being
this
jealous
party.
of certain pieces of obscure, expensive camera equipment mean you think she doesn't understand photography?
Oh, because that wasn't a monochrome camera. They exist, but that certainly wasn't one.
Yeah, but I think that's probably, again, it's artistic license.
Now I remember why I
Yeah,
hate you.
that's the devs
why
not
Kate
being
will
so
get
specific
justice.
as to get a 3D model of that camera and put it in the game instead of the one they had available to them.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Sean Prescott
You're probably
might be
right. All right, I've
Nathan's
changed
real
my mind. You
problem.
might be right about the devs doing it and not writing it into her character.
I mean, it would be nice if they did, but
This shithole town is going to get
Too
an
bad Nathan
enema
isn't more
along
like his
with
sister.
a brand.
She sounds
That's such a weird turn of phrase.
It sounds
Maybe they
like
mean
it's
like
something
a-
that's directly translated from French. Like that might be a phrase that they have in French.
maybe they mean like a brand name enema.
Yeah.
You know?
Don't they all have brand names?
Yes, Nathan.
Oh, no,
sure
this
is.
is great
I don't think you want to find a
Walmart brand
discount
enema.
one somewhere.
Wrong stuff.
Yeah, I think there's generics.
You want the store-bought enema.
Yeah. Well, there are Walgreens.
Just for foreshadowing's sake, have a look at the 3 pictures on the wall that Max was saying, look at those tortured subjects. Just take a good look at those for
Yeah, I did.
foreshadowing's
Mind if he
sake.
shows up, but
Just wanted to call your
I
attention
can't
to
count
them.
on it. Nathan likes his tortured
You know,
subjects.
Yeah, I did that.
this
one
is kind of weird, but I really think of the pictures that we've seen
That
other
looks like a
people
totally
take,
fun show.
um,
Even
I think
had all
Nathan
that
has the greatest skill.
I
Look
would
at the
agree,
photos
actually,
on his
yeah.
on his
I think
bed.
they're fab. Yeah, we
Fake
saw some
Nagel.
of them. The dead birds I thought were really good. So have we seen everything we need to see in here?
I don't know.
You, you need to steal his phone.
Oh my god.
Okay, yeah, I did see those. All right.
Whoa, whoa! Wait a minute! I didn't see that Chloe one.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, so he's got
That's
a
disturbing. I don't want to look at it again. Okay,
he's got a picture of
Hell are all
Chloe
those marks on the floor.
I don't
tied
like
up.
that.
Well, not tied up, drugged up.
Is that in this room?
You have to move his couch.
Yeah, I had a
yeah,
feeling.
It's in the drawer. And then there's a phone taped to the back of it.
His burner, I take it.
Oh,
That's
yes,
correct.
little
It is his
fella.
burner.
You are mine now.
You can tell it is because he keeps it in a bag
Now I
with
have
his SIM
Nathan's
card
phone, so I can
with
show it to
the
Chloe.
alternate code in there.
Right, so now you can
But
head off.
he leaves his dorm room unlocked.
Right.
Oh no, she beat it.
This kid's retarded.
She beat it to death with the extinguisher. So
Yeah.
So I have a feeling I'm going to want to rewind all of this.
Oh wow! I never thought about that.
See,
Yeah, so he doesn't know that I was in there.
this is
You're playing this game like a pro, Blackstar.
Yeah, thank you. Well done, Blackstar. This is what Cody says. Cody says he always tries to not use his rewind powers and things. I'm like, no, the whole point of this game is to undo every action.
That's absolutely right. And I don't. I think Cody's weird for like trying not to use them. I generally didn't rewind because I was more concerned about the story, and I didn't really. I would most of the time when I picked something, I was confident in that choice and didn't feel the need to rewind.
I so want to pull this fire alarm right now.
I wish you could.
I wish I could too.
You could, and then rewind, and it never happened.
Exactly.
Damn, Max, you're
Did
finally
I tell you
back.
guys about we were in Italy and my friend Scott
what did you
pulled the
find?
chain in his shower?
Clean and
No.
Actually, you know what? I just pointed out a flaw. That is not the line that she should have said. What she should have said, because I rewound time again, was, Max, you've only been gone 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Because I literally pull everything back to where it was.
What are you doing in my door?
Hey man, what's going on?
Hey dudes.
What's your name, Nathan? All right.
What are girls doing on the floor of a boys' dorm? Gee, I have no idea. That thing never happens.
Max, I got this.
Where did Warren come from?
Get out of my face.
His dorm room.
Don't hit him with your hurt side, you dummy.
You are so fucking dead.
A moron.
Okay, that's
Shoot him.
better.
Take the gun and shoot him, Warren.
Actually, him kicking him like that
Don't
is-
stop him.
Yeah, it's really dangerous.
Well, no, that's attempted homicide. That
Yeah.
that right there. He could he could be put in jail for that
You can
for a
kill
long
someone
time.
like that very
yes.
easily.
Yes. You can't kick people when you're down like that.
Aggravated assault at best.
I have always
Nope.
tried to stop Warren on this, so I would like you to not, if you're willing.
What's the consensus?
Well, you didn't help Warren the last time, so I kind of feel bad. But I really like Warren. I don't want Warren to be.
Oh no, I want Prescott to be kicking the snot out of though. That's the one.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
The city's going to be destroyed in 2 days. Who cares? There are no
It depends on
consequences. Do what you want.
whether your concern is for Warren or whether your concern is
I'm
vengeance.
concerned for Warren.
Yeah.
He's hurt. So all right, why don't I stop Warren?
Oh man.
Stop it! Come on.
For all you know, stopping Warren is going to let this guy get up and retaliate.
Why are y'all looking at me like that, huh? You and you. You're
Why
all
did no one
dead.
pick up the gun?
Because there was no pick up the gun option.
My dad
Which is
Excuse
what-
me. Well, no. Why
Real life,
isn't
that's what
anyone
would've
taking?
happened, right?
Why the fuck isn't anybody taking photos or video with their phones to show that he's in illegal possession of a firearm on school property?
Yeah.
That's what I don't understand.
So now they're like, well, that was fun. Let's go home.
So shall we rewind the whole thing and see what
No.
happens?
Screw it. Well, all right.
I think all you're going to get out of rewinding there is an option to not help Nathan.
Damn, Max.
Stay out of it.
Creepy whiskers.
People, huh? Like Max? Like Kate? Like me? Huh?
No, just you.
Get him in the face.
Yeah.
Get the gun.
Chloe looks really turned on by this.
Yeah.
She probably would be.
She's happy. She's enjoying it.
Hey, I love a good cat
there
fight.
you
Fair's
go.
fair.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm loving this.
I'll tell you what.
He's down.
I don't like Warren, and I still don't like Warren, and
But
this
he's
makes
the
me
m-
like him even
Yeah,
less
today-
because
today
that was
we loved him.
needlessly violent.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I really actually quite like that. Let's
So
keep
do I.
that.
We have to go.
I
Oh,
don't
she
like-
gets the gun.
And now she's got 2 guns. Yay!
And you can, if I recall correctly, this is how you can kill Frank. With
Life
this
is strange. Double wielding confirmed.
And it was good.
Oh my god. Okay, so shall we leave with the gun or not?
Yep. Leave the dormitories. We've got a gun. You always want a gun. This is America. Can't have too many guns.
America.
Eh.
I just think it's going to become.
It's dangerous to go alone. Take this.
Now they each have a gun. This is now officially a prequel to the anime noir.
Thank you so much.
For what?
For beating the shit out of Nathan Prescott?
Yeah.
Dude, you rule.
You totally rule.
They should make out.
I want to make out with him.
Like Nathan.
Anything like him.
Good to know. So where are you going?
He does look pretty good with
I better
with
stick
his
with you guys.
eye all bruised
His
up
battle
like that.
scars?
It looks like
Get my
goth
hook on
makeup.
again.
It's almost like an eye patch. It makes him hotter.
No police. Not yet.
Oh yes, all people with eye patches are hotter.
So maybe you better.
Arr.
Well, you know, they do have a pirate
Me and
theme.
Max have to do this on our own. No offense.
It's cool. Whatever I can do to help.
Go
What
beat
you
up
can do
Prescott
is
again.
Find out anything you can about Nathan's father.
I'm on it. Between the snow and eclipse, I'm assuming the apocalypse is around the corner.
And thank you. Seriously.
Yeah, that's a one thing that doesn't quite translate
Feeling
as
pretty
well.
Yes.
I don't have this impending doom thing, the world coming to an end tomorrow feel out of it. I'm not. It's not hitting me
Man,
as
that
a
guy is
player
so fucking in love with you.
because there's so much other stuff going on that I'm concerned
You
about.
really did give a serious beat down to Nathan.
It was a little scary to watch
I
him
like
do that.
Chloe's line there.
Now let's make a date with Frank.
Will he even answer you?
All right, I've decided I'm going to watch that.
Of course he'll
anime
answer me.
noir.
I got a gun.
Always answers when he wants money.
Good. It's kind of old at this point.
It does
Like I
look
said,
old. But that's
Frank
when
wants to see me right
that's when
Let's not keep him
that's when my aesthetic stopped lining up with what was cool. So I will probably think that that's cool. So anyway, we were in
Coming up,
Italy,
there's- yeah,
and
sorry,
Scott's
sorry,
in
yeah,
the
go
shower, and he's trying to figure out how to turn the water off, and he sees this chain coming out of the shower, And he's like, well, maybe this is the water turn-off chain. I don't know why he got that idea. So he pulled the chain. Nothing happened. And he kept tooling around in the shower. And then the hotel manager came up and then ran in the room and said, oh, my God, what happened? And he said, nothing. And then she said, why did you pull the chain? And he's like, I thought it turned off the water. And she said, no, that calls the fire department. And then 3 or 4 minutes later, the fire department showed up from for the city and then went in the room to make sure he wasn't dying or nothing, and then left, and they sent him a bill.
Obviously, I'm not counting on you.
Yeah, they charge you for that.
I have a gun.
That is kind of weird.
Save you someday.
Dude, Italy, man. They got square-shaped toilets. What are you going to do? It's a weird place.
There's no way we could have guessed this is what was
So Blackstar, there's a puzzle coming up that I was stuck on for literally hours.
We can just
No. Oh, yeah, you're right.
Fuck yeah.
You're right. You're right.
Absolutely. So let's play this cool, okay?
All right. So now that we're at the Frank spot, I want to figure out how to kill him.
That's all.
No, don't kill Frank.
Look, I love Frank. Frank is my favorite character who isn't Chloe. I love Frank, and I love that he loves beans. But
I just want to get her a new truck.
I want to figure out how to kill him.
Well, technically, wouldn't you want him to figure out a way to kill himself? Because, evidence.
Right, so head on over.
Well, he said
you can take a
there's a
photo of
puzzle
these
coming up, so I have a
whales.
feeling, okay, there's something weird I need to find out here in the bushes before I go in first or something.
It's all in there. It's all in there.
Okay.
The key to the puzzle is rewinding, basically.
Okay. Well, the funny thing is that speaking of fire stories, at my TV studio, we were working on a project with my ops manager where we had 2 teams working in 2 groups working on a particular shot. And unfortunately, he saw me grab one of the light kits because I wanted to get the best lighting possible for my team. And he said, oh, okay, I see what you're doing. And he went and grabbed one too. Well, the difference is mine was out in basically the lobby area. He grabbed it and brought it into the control room. Well, unfortunately, the lights were new. And if you've ever worked with lighting before, the new ones tend to smoke slightly because of the amount of heat that they're putting out because these weren't LCDs. Sure enough, he put the light right under where the fire sensor was.
Oh no!
It set it off. The entire building now, full of kids were training to use cameras and studio equipment. We all have to go outside. It's semi-raining. It was kind of drizzly, and sure enough, the fire trucks come, the police come, and he was so embarrassed. Everyone else was laughing and having a great time. We thought it was hysterical. I thought it was hysterical. And when we were joking just before we both left the studio to pursue other things, he asked me, he's like, what was some of your favorite times here? And I mentioned that, and he goes, really? That was one of my worst. And I go, why?
Oh.
He says, I was so embarrassed. He felt
what a
so
tough
bad about
story.
it. So, so that's why I want to immortalize it in this stream.
I should get the hell out of town, but not without Chloe.
So anyway,
You
so
don't-
yes,
you don't need to look
do I
at
have to
any of
check
this
out
stuff.
anything else before I go in?
Man, that
I don't
garbage
think
bag.
so.
Garbage bag in the dog bowl. Hey, you ever watch Peep Show, Jilly?
It makes me deeply uncomfortable.
Oh, good. You remember the episode where Jeremy had to eat the dog?
No, I don't watch it.
look.
Genuinely, I cannot
No
watch
wonder
it. It makes me too uncomfortable.
Oh my god.
She's my
Why?
It's
It's painful.
it's a show
let's
that
get to
based on
business.
cringe
Where's my
before
fucking
cringe
money?
became mainstream comedy.
I know. No, I've seen it.
Oh, okay.
I don't have the money.
I can't watch that kind of thing. I can't watch anything that's about social
Then why did you text me that you
stupidity.
Because I wanted to tell you in person.
Oh, I'm truly touched, Chloe. Now why are you losers really here?
We just
I've
wanna
had
ask you some
to turn it off before.
You have
I
some
know what you mean.
serious lady balls.
That's how I feel about Friends from College.
No.
Oh, lady boss.
Oh, I haven't watched that yet.
That's exactly how I feel.
Jesus,
it's really well
okay.
done, but it makes me so uncomfortable I don't like watching it.
But I'm not getting you high.
Frank, we're not here to get high.
No, you don't look like the type. Not like Chloe here. So what do you hardy boys want?
Jeez,
Just the
pick
names
a
of
euphemism,
some
dude.
of your
science.
Do you did you read Hardy
Girls
Boys
like to get
books
high. Got
in
the blue hair.
Scotland,
Tell me,
Chili Bean?
how about I just give
We
you the
had them. I
keys to
didn't
my
read them.
RV while I'm
Okay.
at it?
Did you read the Nancy Drew mystery stories?
No, I was too busy reading the Young Jedi Academy and things like that.
What about Babysitter's Club?
Oh, I read the Babysitter's
Oh
Club.
yeah,
Did we
obviously.
not talk
All right.
about that
We've
last?
talked about that plenty
Yeah.
of times.
We'll save that for after. Okay, so Don't Get It, already did Help or Else, or I'm Sorry.
Let's go for Help or Else.
So
Let's go as
sorry.
aggressive as possible.
No, this guy's girlfriend is missing, presumed dead.
I want
Right.
to shoot him. There's like 2% of people in the whole world have ever shot
You know what?
this guy.
I hate to say it. This guy is a tumultuous a-hole, but the thing is that he's too obvious.
Yeah, but
you know what I mean?
exactly.
It's
He's a red herring.
never
He's
the
not a
guy
suspect,
you
not
think
really.
is. Yeah, it's always the guy you least suspect, or worse, it could be a girl that we don't suspect. You know, that it was some kind of a weird accident, and it's actually a woman that ended up killing her by accident or whatever.
I would
But anyway,
regret saving Kate.
well, see, that's what I mean. I'm waiting for the game to do that to me. I really am. But for this circumstance and everything, what do you think that I should do? Because I'm waiting for the moment where we find some kind of sympathetic connection with his relationship that ends up getting cooperation from him. You know, where he stops being a tumultuous a-hole to us. So
I would say you were sorry. I would go for I'm sorry.
I'm sorry to be such a nuisance, but this is important.
Yeah, everything's important these days. But I can
And
tell you
has
that
something to do with Rachel. I mean,
There's no time for that, Frank. I just need a little bit of information.
Yeah, well, it always starts with just a little. And Chloe here knows all about that, don't you?
Come on, Frank. This isn't about me now.
Yeah, right, okay. Both of you are giving me a headache. No deal.
Frank, we didn't come here to fight. This is so much bigger than us.
What, you come in peace? After you aimed a fucking gun at me and then pulled the trigger.
why is she not mentioning Rachel? Why is it all this?
I don't
vague?
know.
Like this is a big thing.
Yeah, it seems like that.
It's like this guy David has a file with Rachel's name in it.
No bullets are scared me. What do you think?
You scared me.
To be honest, Frank, you scared me. You held a knife on my friend. I didn't want to pull the trigger.
I could tell by the way you
Yeah.
held that pop gun, with both hands like it was a magnum. Or maybe I shouldn't have brought that knife to a gunfight.
I only want to shoot with my camera. I swear. Ask Chloe.
Look, Frank, Max doesn't need a gun anyway. So are we cool? Please?
We have two of them.
Okay, we're cool for now. But my dog isn't. And if you try any shit, he will bite your head off. He's done it before.
We're only here to talk. I wouldn't mess with your dog.
Shit, you wouldn't have time. You like dogs?
Dog rescue. Remember, he rescues dogs.
Yeah.
Of course I do. I heard you even rescued a bunch of fight dogs. That's amazing.
No, alright, it was just the right thing to do. I couldn't stand to see those poor animals treated like slaves. That's how I came to own Pompidou.
That's very cool, Frank. Your dog is lucky you came along.
Maybe we can focus on rescuing Rachel now?
Rachel? Is that why you're really here?
Yes, we're so close to finding her now, Frank. We need all the help we can get now. Especially from you.
You and Chloe do not know Rachel like I did, and I couldn't even help her. You're in way over your heads. Why don't you just go play in your clubhouse?
I don't know why he's so angry at you for trying to find his girlfriend.
I don't know either, but I think
Talk
him and
about the letter.
him and Chloe obviously have a history. Is why they keep butting heads.
Why isn't David's file one of the options here?
I don't know. I feel
Uh-huh.
like bracelet's important, but I don't know. That might just be me.
I would
being-
go with letter.
I don't know. I'm torn. My instinct is actually probably the same as Jilly's. Why would that bracelet be brought up now? I
Yeah.
mean, it seems kind of a weird place.
All right, go for the bracelet then.
You have Rachel's bracelet. You obviously know more than you're telling. So tell us.
Never come into my home and tell me what to do.
This is why I killed Kate.
Man, there is something about you that is so wrong. I don't trust you at all. Now get out of my face.
We don't have much time, Frank. Rachel needs you.
It's too late. She's gone. You don't even know her.
Like you did? I loved her, asshole. And she loved me. I know that.
Chloe, you don't know shit. You were part of her problem. Always trying to take her away from me. Always.
That's why he hates her.
Let's just talk.
Don't you ever tell me what to do. Get it, bitch? Get it?
Step the fuck back
I think she shoots
Oh,
him
here we
in
go
the leg.
again. And the dog. Oh,
Oh.
damn it. I knew it. I knew it.
Wait
I
a
knew it.
You fucking killed my dog.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, did you just kill Frank? I
Well,
love
we've
this.
shot Frank.
We accidentally killed Frank.
She didn't accidentally. She aimed and fired.
No, but I mean, I was hoping that we would do it on purpose.
Oh, well, she just did it on
I've never
purpose.
seen this before. This is so great. Awesome.
Okay,
Awesome.
so
Don't
always pick bracelet then.
Oh no.
There was absolutely. This is the problem with labeling
just shot
dialogue
a
choices
man.
as single words.
And his dog.
Right. No, you're absolutely right. And it happens in like
Frank
Fallout
Wells.
4 and some Bethesda games.
Yeah.
You saved my life, Chloe. It was self-defense for both of us.
Max?
Really? Shouldn't
Frank is
Chloe
really
be going?
dead.
All right, Max, rewind the heck out of this
Yeah.
now,
Stop now.
Exactly.
We have to find that code.
because she retains
Before the
all
cops
information,
come.
which means just get whatever you want off Frank, and then rewind.
This is so cool.
I'm glad I could accommodate.
That's it.
The amount of times I've played
Let's
this
get out of
stupid
here.
game and I've never killed Frank.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so if you don't
I'd be
have the
more
option-
sorry for the dog.
Don't rewind.
Is there
Don't
no
do it.
rewind?
Oh,
Okay, there is.
Do you not kill Frank and the dog?
I feel more bad about the dog.
Yeah,
to tell
but
you
you
the truth.
get what you need
there are
off
a
him
couple
anyway,
ways to get
so-
out of it. You can shoot him in the leg. You can just get out completely without violence.
Why isn't it not
there's
speeding
some
up?
easy ways.
I'm trying to make it go faster and it's not
I don't think
taking-
it speeds through conversations for some reason.
Ugh.
So
kinda
basically,
sad.
this puzzle is about choosing the right words, and it's really hard, and I spent hours on it.
But wait, do we really?
Well, see, my question is, do we even need to bother now that we have the code, supposedly? Or assuming we do. Do we have the code? I mean, I don't know if we can check that.
You absolutely don't need to bother.
Oh, really? Talk to Chloe then, see if you can say.
Yeah.
Listen, Chloe. I
At
can
least I'm
tell you
pretty
for
sure.
a fact that this will not go well.
I know, because I'm sure I had to
I
go
should have known
through
you'd be
this
kind
so
and
many
rewind.
times.
So tell me exactly what I need to do here.
How? So what? Did you kill Chloe like 3,500? Or sorry, kill Frank like 3,500 times? I know I killed Chloe.
I think I only killed him
a lot.
once.
I would hope
see,
so.
I object to this. They try to encourage
Objection!
you to use the rewind often because you always have a choice and you always get to retain any objects you take or any information you learn. So this puzzle is solved. You came here to get something off Frank. You got it. He ended up dead and his dog, you fixed it. You're done.
Right.
The game is trying to have its cake and eat it too by saying, no, that's really an interaction you have to work with. You don't have to work through any interactions. You get whatever you want, however means it's necessary, and then you rewind it and you keep everything.
This is why this puzzle took me hours.
All right, we'll tell you
But
what.
it's
Why
not
don't
a
you tell me?
puzzle. It's not
Why
a
don't you tell me
puzzle.
the solution then?
Ooh.
Okay, here's what you do. You rewind all the way to the back. Before anything happens, you tell Chloe to dump the gun.
Okay, well we're at that point right now.
Yeah,
This
so
is
get rid of the
okay.
gun.
Get rid of the gun.
Then you,
But you need to get rid
the
of
first thing you got to go for
No,
is
Max, I don't
that
like
you were
that at all.
sorry.
But I trust
Then you
you.
were scared, which you did
And girl,
right.
if I need that
Then
gun,
you
you
talk
better
about
rewind
rescue
fast.
dogs.
Hold on.
which
We'll
you-
take this one at a time. Okay, she takes the gun. She tosses it aside. Okay, so we skip to the next bit.
So when women deal
have the money.
with an angry, unpredictable man, the real problem in the situation is that they're armed, not that he is. And if they want the situation to
Close the
go well,
door.
they should disarm themselves.
Yeah, close the door so the dog can't get out.
Frank, your dog is kind of scary.
Right, that's it. Yeah, I
Could you
don't
please close
like
the
how
RV
they're.
door?
See,
You
no,
aim
I
your
didn't
gun at
interpret
me,
it
but
that
you're
way. I've got to be
scaring
honest.
my
I
dog.
interpreted it as if you have a gun, you will use a gun. So don't have a gun.
Right, and so the way that ends is that Frank stabbed her in the neck and Chloe
Right.
dies.
Well, yeah. See, that's the thing I would be worried about. But don't they each have guns now? I mean, that was the old pistol.
Because if not, what you're suggesting is that Frank only reacts aggressively because Chloe is armed.
Some of your
Yeah, that's. I mean, to me, that is a pretty logical conclusion.
why didn't
Like
you just tell
when
me?
you
How
take,
about I
if
just
you
give
go
you
on
the
a
keys to
safari,
my RV while I'm at it?
there's a lot
He
of safari
pulls his-
companies that will not
I'm
take
sorry.
guns because if you take a gun, you put yourself in a situation where
But
you will
he
use
pulls
that
his
gun.
weapon first.
Yeah, and if you pull a knife on somebody, you could. Yeah, you totally have the license to drill them.
Max mentions the bracelet, and that provokes him to bring out a weapon. So if knives are just like guns in the sense that if you have one, you will use it, what that means is that
The
once she
knives
provokes
are not
him...
like guns. It is a lot harder to murder somebody with a knife than a gun. That's why we moved from swords to guns.
Then we can give Chloe a knife here, but that's not the message the game is giving now. Here is if you wish to interact successfully with men, make yourself completely unthreatening, and then
And submissive.
you will be submissive, and you will be spared.
I think that's just him as a person, not men in general.
That is something that society does say, but it's not how I interpreted this scene when I saw it.
Okay, so I'm sorry. That's
Yeah,
what we're
you say
I'm
I'm
sorry.
sorry.
Yeah.
Listen, Frank.
Skip.
Yeah, everything's important.
Skip.
these-
There's no time for that.
Skip.
Yeah, well, it
Skip.
always starts.
Come on, Frank. This isn't
Skip.
about me
Just
now.
press right bumper forever.
Frank.
Okay.
You scared me.
You scared me.
So that was the right choice. Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, you did it right
I
up
can
until
tell
the
by
very
way
last
you held
second.
that pop gun.
So yeah, I fucked up with the bracelet. Sorry.
I only want to shoot with my camera.
Look, Frank, Max doesn't need a gun anyway.
Skip.
We're only here to talk.
You wouldn't have time.
Rescue
Okay.
dogs.
Rescue dog. Yep.
Of course.
No.
That's very...
Maybe we can focus.
Yes.
You and Chloe do...
That beach looks
Okay,
nice.
so
You know, Rachel.
bracelet is right out. So anybody watching this, whatever you do, unless you want to drill him and the dog, don't
it.
press bracelet. Okay, so Rachel's letter. You know Rachel.
It's why.
Or what are you hiding? So it's you know Rachel.
Yeah.
Really? That's like the
I know.
See, I would have actually
the
picked
least conspicuous
Rachel.
option.
Totally,
It's like-
I would have
it's
picked
what you'd
Rachel's
say if
letter
you know
next.
Nothing.
Yeah, and yeah, to be honest, Y would have been my fourth choice.
Yeah, it's very non-specific.
You knew Rachel almost better than
But
anybody.
it does pander to a
And
guy's
you know
ego.
More than us.
Right.
Together we could find her. Do you have anything to lose?
When Rachel vanished, I pretty much lost everything. I can't stand not knowing where she is. Not hearing her voice or her laugh anymore.
I like that they made the guy's eyes
up to
like
you.
reddish colored and
Help us
bloodshot.
find her, Frank. Please.
Yeah.
We really need your client list.
I'm sorry, I don't quite get how he
If
lost
there's
everything.
a chance in hell, you two dorks can find Rachel. Yeah, I'll take it. My
You're
dog
not a
isn't
narc,
barking
right?
at
You gotta
so I
tell me
guess
if
that's
you're
a
a
good
narc.
sign.
I mean, think about it. He's got a place to live on beachfront property. He's got a pet. He's got a rising drug business.
Thanks, Frank.
First world problems, dude. You got all kinds of stuff. What are you talking about? You got nothing.
Seriously.
Yeah, you're right.
But
You know, famously, the French don't have a word for entrepreneur, so they probably don't see the the benefits here.
Those damn dirty socialists.
I can feel the seething hatred from 11 time zones away. Oh, now you got sand in your gun. Do you know how long it's going to take to clean
They
that?
have down in Tennessee. Well, I mean, they have it in Texas, so it's probably in Tennessee. And if you fool me once, shame on me.
Mm-hmm.
You can't fool me twice.
Hey, now I can't check out the
You don't
garbage.
get fooled again.
Just head on home.
Yep.
You've
now
got
we're
a
gonna
party to go to.
break into a Who song any second. Seriously, there are people right now who are going, "Oh my God, he's got an RV on the beach! Oh, that lucky bastard!"
Beside the dead whale.
Even
And he's got
if it does have
look at all
dead
that
whales,
free food that he's got with those dead whales.
there are marine biologists
that
going,
must
"Oh my
smell
God,
great."
5 dead whales! That's awesome!" So yeah, it all depends on your point of view.
Also, he could like cut the blubber off and then use it to deep fry things in
Oh,
his
please.
RV.
food for months.
Wait a minute. Lives alone on the beach, has access to drugs. I think Frank is Zoidberg.
I don't know anything about Futurama.
Chloe, are you
Why
okay?
not Zoidberg?
Why not Zoidberg?
I'm glad things worked out okay with Frank. It's nice
Well, they didn't the first time.
Amen to that.
You would add one less either way.
Yeah, I'm never very clear how much Max tells Chloe about the alternate timelines.
I don't think she said anything so far.
Tying these clues together.
Like,
Oh,
does
damn it,
Chloe
Frank.
even know that
Frank
she
sent
shot
Frank
Frank?
sent you a text message.
If they put it in the game, it would just be another thing you'd have to skip because you already know it. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, apparently you can't answer.
Well, I gave you that code a whole 5 minutes ago.
I know,
You
it's a
found
little
Rachel yet?
early,
The guy just misses his girlfriend.
obviously. Okay, what does it say?
I'd
Something on
forgotten
a
about this
character
bit.
selected for
This
correct
is the
clues?
hard puzzle.
I'd forgotten
Ugh.
about this puzzle.
This is
yeah.
what I thought you were talking about.
No,
we
no,
have to
I managed this one quite
I
quickly.
should be able to.
Do we have to
find out what
connect
Nathan
push
did
pins
during
with
the
string?
party's week.
Yep.
Oh,
Basically.
Great. Okay, so what's the solution for this?
Oh, I don't remember.
Narc?
Well, first, just I don't know. Just look at everything.
Once I get to the end of this row that I'm knitting, I will look up a walkthrough.
No, I had the walkthrough. I'm going to pull it up again.
There we go.
Of course, I'm a suspect.
Please don't do that.
Okay.
David really has been on Rachel's ass for a while.
So. Oh,
She
Jesus.
should have been upset.
I'm sorry, this is a little goofy because here, for whatever reason, the invert controller is not working. So.
Oh, I think you backed out there.
I did. Well, I want to see the other clues over here because
Frank's drug
apparently they've
Oh,
got them
right.
into 3 groups. So
Yeah.
Right. Oh, God, I just dumped the stream. Okay, so here's what you want to do. You need to get to Frank's info first.
Frank's clues? Okay.
You select his notebook on the left, and then the paper in the top right that has all of the coded names on them.
Oh yeah, you just combining the coded material with the cipher to decode.
Yeah.
Rot
Right,
must stand
and
for
Rot
Rottweiler.
is Nathan's
That
code
does
name,
fit
so you
Nathan.
need
Rotten.
the 3 pages that have
The
Rot
game is
on them.
Now, talk to us, account book.
Okay, I
Tell
did
us
that.
Everything.
You did the 3 pages with Rot on them?
Yeah.
Okay, so now you go to Nathan's stuff. You'll need to put in a pin for the phone. It's
I have to
0829.
analyze Nathan's messages. What could help me unlock this phone?
And then I think that's it. Yeah?
Go to the SIM card. Yeah, try that. So try selecting the SIM card because you want to put the SIM card in the phone. That's it. Oh, no, apparently that was not helpful.
So is it not on or
What
what?
happens if you just look at the phone, Blackstar?
Oh, there has got to be some good shit in his phone. I just need the code to unlock it.
Let's say they mentioned the code. So
Look at his other
Is it on
clues. Maybe
on the
I think
paper?
you might have to see the code before you're allowed to use it.
Nathan is seriously on.
Maybe. You can enter a backup code that's on the back of the PIN card. So if you go
Yeah, so look at the PIN card.
look at the SIM card
yeah.
thing,
Couldn't hurt to give this pin code a whack.
and you can enter the PUK number. Right?
Try deselecting all and see if that gives you a new way to interact with the phone.
Okay, look at the note with scribbled. Look at that.
I did. That's what gave me these 4-digit numbers, and that's what made me think that maybe that was the pin.
It's 0829. Huh.
Well, the ones I see here are
How do we know that?
0058, 3988,
Check
9535.
Kate's text messages.
I think
Oh, no, it's his room number. Shit. Then how do I know that?
Are you referencing another puzzle?
No, it's this puzzle. Okay, go back and look at the SIM card again.
Max, I know we can snap all these pieces together.
This guide is not as helpful as I imagined. So yeah, look at it.
Yeah, SIM pin is 1111 on here.
Hit read.
Yeah. Prepaid
Okay.
card, SIM pin is 11111.
That
1111.
87897808 thing should work.
Okay.
So look at his phone again.
But there's no prompt for actually interacting with
Right,
the phone.
exactly.
Then just select it. We'll do that later.
Okay, select that and
So
select the SIM
you
card.
select that, select the SIM card, and select the scribbled paper.
Yeah, that one.
Okay, anything else?
No. That's... Oh, wait. Oh, shit. Well, there's
What's this?
only
3 out of 4, so there's
What's
a
the other
fourth one.
thing?
Try the...
I'm asking you!
This thing sucks.
Well, there's a paper on the right.
So busted. It's good to see the Prescotts can't cover up all their tracks.
Look at his record on the left or whatever that is. No, go for Vortex Club Party.
The pin is on Nathan's school documents, not his scribbled.
Is it?
Yes. The student file.
There's a lot of numbers in here.
Anyway, try for the Vortex Club Party flyer, because that was the date at which he drugged...
it was there.
On which he drugged Kate.
Okay, Max. Let's blow this
alright.
code up.
Oh, hey! Well done,
That
Max.
doesn't make any sense. It didn't say it.
Okay, so now there's
go to
David's
David's
clues and
clues.
Frank's clues. So we'll go for David's.
GPS code
David's
sheet.
own
So
investigation, I should be able to find out what Nathan
the
did during the
top
party's
left
meet.
coordinates.
And then the license plate
I hope
pictures,
in
yeah?
this case that
Yep.
David has
So
good
you select
tracking
them.
skills.
Yeah.
Select the license plate pictures. The red truck. And then get the one of Nathan punching Warren.
And that's all she wrote. Please let me find some clues about Nathan in here.
Okay, good.
Okay, so now... Oh, Nathan just sent me a bloody text.
He's great. Okay, so let's look at Frank's clues.
Let's see if I
So
can find
we
any
need
Frank
to
made with
combine.
Nathan on the
We need to match up Nathan's name. So the top left one, bottom left one, and bottom right ones are the ones you want. So just select those.
Top left one, bottom left one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love how they
and
say
bottom right one.
paper, 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 and paper. Pick up, use paper with paper. Why couldn't you give these documents a title?
Oh, yes. These are all the times and places for Frank and Nathan's deals. That's it, Max.
Okay, so now go to David's clues.
Great. Now,
So
how
the
do I
bottom
find out
right
which car is
sheet
Nathan's to match the coordinates?
of the longitude sheets, the coordinates things. Get that one, and then that first photo of the red truck in the top left. Oh God, what else? Bottom right photo.
Oh, yes. Now we're finally getting somewhere. Chloe, let's plug in these numbers and see if they lead to an actual address.
Aye, aye, Captain. Here we come, Rachel.
Yep. No ordinary policeman with no ability to time travel could possibly have done this.
Absolutely not.
It's accurate.
And then Nathan's clues.
Let's
Yeah, so we need to. So go to the phone. Unlock. Good.
Do we want to do the 111 code?
0829. Apply.
Oh, score. Now let's check out all the messages from the week Kate was drugged.
Funk, don't do that, please.
Yeah,
What do we do here?
please don't do that, Funk.
Yes.
Sorry.
This is all about Nathan trying to score for the Vortex Club.
I must be on like 10 or 15-second delay, guys.
Oh, try
low
refreshing.
latency on?
Yep, it is. It worked for everybody, so it's on.
Drugs.
What up, homie? I'm about to drug a white girl. Come over and watch.
God, Nathan. You're out of control. So it was you. Now I can officially call you a psycho stalker. Is this from Nathan's father?
Now, this is a really
brutal.
interesting message. Please do not contact me at work. I've told you about this before, and being high is not an excuse anymore. This is a business, not just a hobby. You want me to treat you like an adult who can get things done on his own. Impress me. I'd like nothing more than to be proud of you. I'm not there yet.
You're a quality person and you're very transparent. That's funny. What is that one about?
Okay, so you printed off screenshots. Now you got to do this final part. Investigate it.
Take a breath, Max. Go through all this.
You're doing that on purpose, I can tell.
Sorry. Go for the... so go up to the text messages. The top one in the middle, that big one there. Now, get the little paper on the right next to the flyer, and then pick the one of the barn.
Can I just say how obnoxious this is?
Yeah, it's not a fun puzzle.
I mean, they've taken a tool that's supposed to make things clearer for you and turned it into something that obfuscates all the information you have.
This is
I definitely would have gotten frustrated and stopped here.
But essentially, you've just been, tracking. David has been tracking. David's
Nothing,
been on
Max.
the heels
There's
of this
nothing here.
investigation, and
Just a
you've just
shitty
put
old barn.
together the information that David just wasn't
Keep
quite able
searching
to.
and find out who owns this haunted barn.
I'm on this. Hold on.
Why is it haunted?
I was going to ask that.
Haunted? Out of nowhere.
I think she's just joking around.
Yeah, she's just saying because it looks creepy.
Aaron Prescott.
I'm shocked. Should we call the police?
Fuck that. You know the police here are like Nathan's private
Yes,
security, right?
yes, you should
That's
absolutely
so
call
messed
the
up.
police.
As you've noticed,
Probably.
Yeah, these guys,
Call
they're
the
just
state
really
police.
trying to do...
except each other.
Yeah, I know.
So we have to go out to that farmhouse by
You know,
ourselves.
I don't know. How much of this
One of those
information do we
things.
obtain illegally?
We could
Doesn't
call
matter.
Who
You're
cares?
not represented. You're not
Kitchen
functioning as
Nathan's
representatives of the
It's
state
just
or the
two of
police.
us, nobody else.
Doesn't matter.
And I'm not scared at all. You have the power. I feel like we're this close to finding Rachel. We have to find her.
As long as the police
We will.
obtain it from you without them breaking
remember,
the rule, and they didn't
Right.
know
my
you were going
power
to do
isn't
it before
infinite.
you did it. They didn't
We still
authorize
have
you to
to
do
be
it or help
careful.
you to do it. It doesn't
Do you
matter.
hear, Chloe?
Yes, sir.
Now can we bring the gun?
Now,
Hey, man.
surprisingly, in this barn is the puzzle that took me the longest.
Really?
Yes, it took me, must have been 40 minutes. And I'm not going to give you a hint because I want to see how long it takes you. As far as I
Okay.
can tell, everybody else did it like immediately, and I'm the only person that
Yeah,
problems.
I don't even remember there being
I
a
think
puzzle
we've just,
in here.
I think we've just colored Nathan by the font on that
We're
no
here.
trespassing sign. If you ask me.
A little. What was that? Comic Sans?
No,
What was it?
I don't know,
Looks
but it's
like
the same
burst
one.
my bubble.
Maybe
Whoa,
it's the same
check
one we've
this
used on seen used
Fresh
on other
tire
of
tracks.
Nathan's documents.
Dude, somebody was just here.
Then we need to get in that barn.
Gun. How many guns you got now?
Yeah, she's going to need a shotgun for the lock that size.
All right, so you need to like clear, like get a, like a walk around,
Ooh,
move
squirrel!
that metal, move that
We'll
metal
use-
thing. I think.
No. We'll use squirrel powers.
I think you're in the wrong fandom.
I am. Okay, Warren obviously wants to talk.
Oh, bless him. He didn't realize that punching somebody would bruise his fists.
I broke my hand doing that.
Punching Warren?
I wish.
Okay.
Walk around, like
Watson,
literally walk
we
around
can
the perimeter
safely
of the
assume
barn.
that this ancient vehicle is not our suspect.
I was thinking more
Frankly, it looks
practical.
like taking that barn door off the hinges would be short work for anybody.
Is there
pitchfork?
Yeah, I
Pitchfork?
was thinking, yeah, can I not pick this up?
I mean,
apparently not.
you just need a lever. Oh, or you could just go in the back that has a convenient hole in the wall.
Well, the barn is not exactly what I'd call the most secure locale.
Nope. Not at all.
So that lock is kind of
I found the
superfluous.
front door. Come on.
Oh, yes! Maximus rules.
What? God, this is way too Blair Witch. I have goosebumps all over.
Was way better than Blair Witch.
Creepy photos.
Do you guys
behind
think
you.
18-year-olds know the Blair Witch Project?
No, but they also
Probably not.
referenced it improperly, didn't they? So
Yeah, you're right. Good point. This is not very Blair Witch.
Jackpot. Old shit.
No, look closer.
Harry Aaron Prescott and family donate new library to Arcadia Bay. Prescott Industries celebrate grand opening. The Prescotts bring bomb shelter
Wow.
into town.
She discovered that the Prescotts own this property.
I'll scope out the area.
Again.
Okay,
Yes,
so now you have
old Prescott clippings. But that can't be the only thing here.
I would
Yeah,
hope
look
not.
around the barn.
This tractor has paid its dues.
Doesn't every tractor have to pay its dues?
Scope out the perimeter, Max. There has to be more here than this crate.
I guess the Prescotts were just born bastards.
Oh,
okay.
So it's 1903, huh? We look at that writing again?
What, for the font?
Not the font, the handwriting style.
You mean the font?
Like copperplate.
That is no, copperplate doesn't look like that. It's not Spencerian either. I'm not familiar with that style. I can only assume it's a turn of the 20th century French style.
Okay, there's no reason for anybody to drive out here. But there must be.
Thinking there's something up in the upper floor we need to get to.
Wow, sir. Talk about home on the range.
it does look very creepy.
There's no way this rusty-ass button will activate these
Oh,
ropes.
I love ass buttons. Even the rusty ones.
I bet you do.
It's not that kind of stream. Okay. Oh. Why is...
You did mark it as adult.
We can make it that kind of stream.
Oh, Mel, Nico says hi.
Hi, Nico.
Nothing here.
Okay, there you go.
That sounds like it could have.
No, I saw him in Austin last week.
Oh, okay.
If a zombie shows up, I have my weapon.
Yeah, I haven't played with him in a while.
Huh. Well, he clearly misses you because he said, so I said, hey, I'm doing this thing with Jilly Bean, Black Star, Narcogen, and Mal. And he said, oh, tell Mal I said hi.
Yeah, we've always got
Specifically, just
Hang on.
Wow. Nice, Nico. Hope you're watching.
He's not.
No, he's not.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, we don't have to worry about that.
His loss.
Yeah, he's missing out on some amazing camera and legal chat at the moment.
Oh, God, yeah. The state of all of our
So many
health cares
haystacks,
across nations.
So few needles.
All right, so I won't even let you really
So many
search.
haystacks,
You have missed a big
few
fundamental part of the barn.
I'm just walking around searching. I'm you know...
Oh
not,
yeah,
not,
exactly.
not in
This is
puzzle-fixing
part
territory
of-
yet.
This is part of the long-ass puzzle that I hate.
Oh, I have a feeling there's some convoluted stuff with the haystacks, with the tractor,
I've seen this before.
the
This
ramp
was
That's
a
thing.
Chekhov's ass button.
This is a Rube Goldberg machine that's going to lead to the reveal of something you didn't even know you were looking for.
Yeah, I had a feeling.
Nothing here.
Yeah, there's a bunch of these things on the floor that every time you step on one, it tells you, quick, there might be something there.
Just rotting wood.
Just rotting wood.
Okay, I can look at the pitchfork, but I can't pick it up.
No, girls don't know how
I
to
can look at the
handle
hooks.
forks.
I can look at the ground, but, you know, that's it.
It was good mocap they did on
What is this?
on her clearing off the door.
Totally brand new.
That sounds like I was being sarcastic, but no,
No,
I think
yeah,
that's
no,
like
I
one of the
agree.
only good pieces of
No,
mocap they did in the game.
You can't open this with your bare hands.
Pitchfork.
Well, either that or the chain you
Okay,
can
Chloe.
pull it.
I found some kind of hatch, but it's locked. I got this. I hope.
Let me know the second you need any.
Search the box, that'll help you.
Good old days.
Attach.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and rip that thing.
Oh, so you're gonna have to drop hay off the platform.
Well, the button, I was wondering if you can actually... Yes, you can't actually push it, because obviously that's not motorized. So now there's a platform here, so...
I feel like I'm watching Rosencrantz and Guildenstern are dead now.
Yeah, pretty much. If I can look, can I climb it? It won't let me actually get up.
No, you have to interact with the platform. Remember how you have to interact with things before things become...
Oh, climb, yep. Okay, so look.
The rope leads up to that platform. Must climb.
Must climb.
So now that Max has
Chloe,
said she must climb.
Can you give me a hand?
Yep. You're gonna give her like 10 fingers or something?
Sidekick at your service.
Yep.
That's gross.
But if you fall and break your neck, you can't rewind.
Well, you know, I was wondering about that.
Yeah, if Chloe lifts up Max's hand, can Chloe force the rewind?
Actually, this just means that you should be putting Chloe at risk at all times over
Right.
yourself.
Yep.
So you shouldn't have risked having that fall on you. You should have told Chloe, "Hey, get up there." If you fall, don't worry. I'll rewind.
Yep.
Here's the other
do you
end
want-
of the rope.
No. No.
Okay.
He wants to see whether I'm going to pull it or whether
Oh,
I
he's
should
going to do it in like a second. I know.
going to attach it to something else.
There's an optional photo here, by the way.
Oh, cool.
Of the owl.
Twitch true.
See, now there's photographic evidence I'm breaking and entering.
Yeah. Now, is something we do going to kill this owl?
No, that owl's perfectly fine.
Okay, I feel better then.
So my stream chose that moment to start buffering, and it was hilarious.
I can't get over there to get that pitchfork over there.
What's it say when you pull it?
Well, it's just giving me the option. Either I can look at it or I can pull it.
Pull it.
But everyone's like, no, don't tell him. And
Pull it.
Yeah, see, I have a feeling that doing that is actually going to lead to something horrible. So
No, it's fine. You can just rewind it.
yeah, so you want
And
to
also,
see me break
nothing
my
happens.
neck? So you just trolling me?
Can't pull this rope without
Tearing
my
flesh
See?
off, right? So it's not going to let you.
I need to hook this up to something.
So you need to hook it up to something heavier.
Okay,
Something
so
heavier than you, apparently.
so do I have to go back down and hook it up to something else, or?
Max, use your rewind and get that motor back up there.
Oh, okay. So they actually
See,
tell
this
you
is
what it
why
is.
I want to know why it took Funkman so long.
Yeah, 'cause it's supposed to tell you.
I'm really dumb.
Well, maybe it
Like,
doesn't.
Seriously, I quit the game and got something to eat because I was so frustrated. And then I looked up a walkthrough. I couldn't
Right,
solve
but
this, so I looked up a walkthrough to figure out how to do it.
But again, this is depending on this weird rewind object permanence thing that they ignore when it inconveniences them. You had
Yeah.
Frank's information, but
I
you couldn't
knew
get
that
out
we
of
were
that
coming
puzzle.
to this discussion.
It's like, sometimes things work that way, but sometimes they don't.
Exactly.
What I want to know is why Chloe never comments on the fact that you are not in the place she expects you to be.
Yeah. Also, why you didn't
cares?
warn Chloe that you were about to do that? Because you weren't really aware of where she was down there.
You can always rewind if it hits Chloe.
Not to mention that she dumped it right on top of the door, which makes no sense to me. She could have easily broken that hatch.
Damn, this is heavy.
This is heavy. Well, big ass metal door is heavy. Wow.
What?
So this is supposed to be a bomb shelter that they've repurposed for their torture murder basement?
Yep.
Yep.
Great.
Do I even need to say how weird this is?
That stairway would be way
It
steeper
is
than
dead.
that.
Who built this kind of place?
Yeah, it's not that deep.
Prescott, of course.
Do we want to take the pitchfork?
I totally would. Just as a general sort of,
Yeah.
Still have at least,
I would
don't you have at
take
least
that
one gun?
pitchfork.
Yeah, we've got 2 guns. You should get a pitchfork as well, and if possible, a pike.
Bunker is so surreal.
Do you remember the
This is where
note?
the game goes all Resident Evil.
Then a digicode?
Yeah.
Someone really doesn't want...
Now this is the paper with all the other numbers? Were there 3-digit numbers?
I think 538, but don't quote me.
That's 542.
Ah, so close.
No, it's just it's the ones worn out on the pad.
Oh, is that all it is? So he doesn't even rotate his codes?
No.
Yes! I thought that only worked in the movies.
What?
No, it also
pushing
works
buttons?
in games.
Open sesame.
Oh, I would not go in there, ever.
Yeah.
Is this giving me chills? I know
She's got a
exactly what
death
happens,
wish,
but I
man.
still have chills.
She's so upset Edward left her, she's trying to put herself in situations where she can hallucinate him.
No, my first thing would be, what heavy object can I jam in this door?
To make sure that it
impossible
doesn't...
For,
Yeah.
someone, for this door to swing shut
Yeah.
behind me.
Yeah,
As
this
it has.
already is, a bad situation. So should I rewind?
Nah.
I don't think you can.
More
Yeah, you must do this.
Look at these cans. David must shop at the same store. Water
Is that a
supplies.
clue?
It's like in David's garage.
Alright, now I'm gonna ask you guys a question.
No.
When you guys were like doomsday prepping, and I assume you've all done it,
Of course.
do you buy 1.5
doesn't?
liter bottles of water, or do you buy the big 55-gallon drums and fill those with water?
Large as you can. At least
I
it's
think a well shaft because you don't want to be waiting on somebody else, you know.
true, but
You
I
get
usually
your
have
own water source.
a variation. But yeah, no, I try to get the larger bulk ones, but not that they're so big you can't move them with a dolly. That's the big thing, because if they're too gigantic, if you have to relocate or you have to move them around, then you're boned. So, but it's always best to have a smattering of sizes for different options. But no, I would not have a full palette of just the little itty bitty ones. But see, they've already got a water heater, so obviously they're not assuming they're going to lose water here if they're just using that. That's like spare. That's not replacement. So they wouldn't have a water heater here if they thought they were going to be losing water.
Duct tape in a bunker is always a bad sign.
Having any bunker. Oh my
seeing
god.
duct tape.
Are you kidding me? What the hell?
So
Wait.
this
That's
is creepy
great.
as anything.
Yeah, you know what's really worse? Just before I left the studio, we actually got a printer just like that.
Those things
yeah.
are so expensive too, aren't they?
Oh,
they're
please!
so
you
expensive.
you have no idea how much ink they go through. I mean, it's literally
I do
one
have
print,
an
and the cartridge is gone. You need like 1 billion of them. It's insane.
That son of a bitch.
Oh, Howard Rourke
1.35
construction?
million.
Oh my god.
Okay.
I don't get that.
It's
that's
Ayn
a
Rand
Fountainhead reference.
Right. From the
Wait,
Fountainhead.
is that one? Wait, is that one Fountainhead or is that Atlas Shrugged?
No,
Like,
Reardon was Atlas Shrugged.
Okay,
Rourke,
Reardon. Okay,
Rourke is
so
Fountainhead.
Rourke is Fountainhead. Yeah.
Yeah, I know because I actually enjoy those books.
You know, those
You would.
repressed rich people.
You know, right?
That says a lot.
I know.
Yep.
I never grew out of the phase where I liked Lord of the Rings and Ayn Rand, so now I still like them.
I'm not sure how I feel about you equating those two.
Yeah,
well,
me neither.
no, it's just like those are stereotypical teenage boy things. Maybe just in America. I don't know.
So Kate is on the same shelf as Rachel.
Oh, that must mean Kate's dead.
We are.
Means they're both top shelf.
She was in my playthrough.
Okay.
Oh,
Binder marked Victoria,
Wow.
but it's empty.
Good point.
Look, the next one says Kate.
Oh no.
Okay, so they haven't gotten Victoria yet. There's Kate. Now, I'll be honest here. Those pictures of Kate are pretty good.
All those binders are filled with other victims. Victoria has to be next. Nathan must be planning to dose her tonight at the Vortex Club party.
Rachel.
Wow.
Those ones are creepy.
Right?
I mean, obviously the Kate ones were also
Chloe,
creepy, but
look at
these
her
are like
face.
extra creepy.
Out of it.
Maybe Nathan paid her a shitload of cash to do this. She probably would have.
I don't think so. Why is he putting her in the ground like that? Where?
The junkyard. Max, we have to find that spot now. Then we can see what he did. There's no way.
What are you
she's
doing? Playing
dead.
one of them
No
crazy
way.
popular
She posed
games
for
that
those
people
pictures.
actually
I
play?
know it. Please.
Yep.
Let's go.
It's like, oh, he's definitely not playing Myth. There's like 7 people in here.
Rachel, Kate, all these files. This place actually feels evil.
Man, that went.
Weird.
That went darker than. I mean, the game was pretty dark already, but that went darker than. I was
Hey, let's
expecting.
examine the other stuff here in the dark room. First of all,
original
that's
signed
creepy as
illustration.
butts, man.
Fits perfect.
That is a weird photo.
Look at that studio. So creepy.
Somebody hikes their whiskey.
Somebody likes his or
These
her whiskey.
newspapers are all about Rachel and Kate.
Oh, let's see the Kate newspaper.
All those binders full of women. I'm thinking our suspect is Mitt Romney.
So who's using this fancy tripod?
So is it the? Oh man.
Is it Mitt Romney? No.
No. Is it the? It's the photo teacher?
I've never
Why do you say
seen
that?
so much
Because
price.
there's all this photo equipment, and
They're all photo students.
But they're all photo
but-
students. It's a photo class.
But
It
this
could
is
be
this is
anybody.
Prescott's. Well, think about it. This is Prescott's property. Prescott
Yep.
had a bunch of
Fine,
posters,
fair
just
enough.
like this one here. See that
Yeah.
looks very much like the ones he had in his room. It's all incredibly expensive.
But why the fixation on a publication of the goings on about the victim?
I don't know. Serial killers are weird, man.
Oh, see, I would have expected that to tie in better.
But he doesn't kill all his victims.
How do we know
This is
that?
not
Oh
a-
yeah, Kate's not dead.
Kate's not dead.
Because
Chloe's
Kate's
not
Good
dead.
point. Good
Chloe's
point.
not dead.
Not
He's
yet.
graduating to murder.
Oh yeah, Chloe isn't dead. Yeah, he's just testing him out.
Yeah, but wouldn't his photos of Rachel be older than those of Kate and Chloe?
I don't know.
I mean, I think the presumption here is that something went wrong with his attempt on Rachel that required her to be disposed of.
Oh,
maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Or it also could have been
it's
that
in that cabinet.
that after they had some kind of session, she had an encounter with someone else in a weakened state.
So if you go back to that, here's the other thing.
Well,
If you
I
go
wanna
back
look at the computer. We
camera
haven't done
lens
anything with
on
the computer yet.
On the crate, can you use the computer?
What is going on between Nathan and his father?
I don't know, something illegible.
I've told you to never call me using your phone. Stick with using the disposable ones I gave you. I don't want to hear you screaming out my name in a public place, which you have stupidly done before. I haven't set all this up and shared my vast wisdom just so that you can fuck it up with your teen rage. We can accomplish a lot together, but you have to let me guide you. You're on your
What
own.
is it,
God, this
Nathan's
is his dad's. This is even worse.
So Nathan is certainly
Just
not
like
the
all rich people.
instigator.
Kate looks so doped up.
See, no, I
She
think
has
that's
no
actually it's a
idea
decent
she's
photo.
lost. At least Kate was asleep through
So
all
is
this
that one.
bullshit.
Context counts for a lot.
No, yeah, absolutely. And if you look at Rachel's photos, those are like clearly sick.
This picture is framed different.
Surely
Rachel
no
is
one would
awake
enjoy
and
that, right?
Fucking furious. Rachel is passed out.
But you've just found out there are two people doing this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Happened to her.
But now you know where his son gets it. It's from him. He's teaching him how to do this stuff.
Yeah, I realize this isn't.
I can't believe it's real.
I realize it's not serial killing because it doesn't seem like
It's serial
their
creepy.
Their intent is not to murder their victims here. But what is the obsession that movies, TV, and games have for this idea of collaboration between types of criminals that don't normally collaborate, like serial killers?
Yeah.
Or fathers and sons.
I don't know. They're just running out of stories to tell.
I think it's convenient for the sake
Why is there a
plot
leaf
because
in
you
here?
have-
I
it's
was
not
going to
just
ask you
that
that. Is there? Why is there a leaf floating around in here?
It's a bug.
Did she open
Oh.
the
Yeah,
vault door?
I think that's a bug.
It's coming from upstairs. Okay. All right.
We-
Anything else in here I
this
should be
is-
looking at?
No, I
the
would
game
be
probably just
running the
considers
fuck
this
out of there.
part of the barn.
There is a Canon.
Oh, you
L
think it matters how
camera
long
lens.
you stay in here?
So this is
so
the.
creepy.
But see, technically, this isn't a dark room. This is actually a studio. So
Right. It's not a dark room.
that's why the dark room, where I was expecting photo development and stuff like that, it kind of threw me off.
I think they meant metaphorically.
Still,
dark.
yeah, I think so too. But still,
It's like a black lodge.
Chloe, slow down! Wait for me!
I know exactly where I'm going. Look, this is it. This is it. Are you gonna help me, Max?
Chloe, stop! Look.
No.
Oh,
Those guys have got strong hands.
smell!
Rachel. Oh, Rachel, no, please not her.
Chloe.
Rachel, why?
I'm sorry, Chloe. I'm so sorry.
I loved her so much. How can she be dead? What kind of world does this? Who does this?
Somebody named Prescott.
a family named Prescott.
So this is like what was that movie?
Stand by Me.
Stir of Echoes.
And there's the dough.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about? It's the one with Kevin Bacon.
I've never seen it.
Oh.
Who else was in the movie?
I don't remember. I don't remember the actors and actresses. It was a small cast, but
So is the dough supposed to be Rachel, or
Or just something thematic, maybe.
There
The thing
is
is, there was-
literally no answer nor indication about who or what the dough is supposed to
What's
be.
his license plate?
Oh, I missed it.
It's just there was so much evidence down over there. Why didn't they just
I hope
grab
Nathan
all
enjoys
of
his
it?
last Party.
Chloe,
Yeah.
we can go right to the cops. We have proof.
Fuck the police. Rachel wanted us to find her. So we could get real justice. And revenge. The
So I
press
looked
have
up
had us
that
coming
movie
for 100
there,
years, and nobody is gonna get in
Mel.
my way.
And there is no other famous actors in,
Right.
I'm with you
in
to
that
the
thing.
end, Chloe.
The closest one is Ileana Douglas, who's only on TV, so you can't even use it for
Right.
6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon. What's the point of having a movie with Kevin Bacon if you're not going to put at least like Mel Gibson or something in it?
Yeah, but see, now the cast doesn't have to have 6 degrees. They were in a film with Kevin Bacon.
The crucial part of the plot was that these two kids accidentally killed this girl, and the father helped them cover it all up
You're
by
right. Look at the outline.
hiding her body basically in the foundation of this house.
What is that?
And then the guy who
Chloe, look
rented
up
the
at the
house
sky.
later on, the house was being
Beautiful. I
haunted,
don't
and
give a
he,
shit.
the ghost
World is
led him to
ending.
the
Cool.
You're not listening. Something
Body.
major
That's
is
weird.
going down.
That's
Yeah.
right. Nathan Prescott is going down.
But this is similar. The dad and son were up to something, and they ended up having to bury somebody, and
Welcome to the end of the world,
Yeah,
ladies.
kinda, yeah.
I'm glad you decided to escort me.
You look really
Good
good.
morning.
Warren. Are you alright after today?
I really flipped out on Nathan.
I'm drunk already.
I just hate bullies.
Man, Chloe just wants to get out of there.
He's dangerous.
Where is he?
I didn't see him at the dorm again. I was held up in my room.
Dude, have you been drinking?
You think?
If you consider half a beer drinking.
Bless him.
Wow, lightweight.
I know this is a
There's
bad
nothing
time,
wrong
but
with being a lightweight.
No, he's faking it. No one
Oh.
gets like that on half a beer.
Yeah.
Even a
Oh,
baby.
you'd be surprised. No, I'll give you
I
a
have
horrible
something
lightweight story after.
For prosperity.
Well,
For prosperity, huh? What a
I know.
I hate him so much.
Just one
Posterior.
picture.
action.
We've got no
And
time
also,
for this
have you
shit.
guys ever tried to
Come on,
take a selfie with one of those Polaroids?
It's so
They're
hard.
fixed focus. It's
Yep.
nearly
I'm a student
impossible.
after
Yep.
This week's ultra violence. I never hit anybody like that before. I was always the one getting my ass kicked.
Hey, we still need your expert help. If you see Nathan, text me immediately, okay? And do
We
not
need
let
you to
him
be an
see you.
expert.
Yeah, we
Now,
need you
keep a
drunk
lookout.
texting a warning.
I
Come
know how to
on.
be invisible here.
Who could possibly
Not
not
anymore.
screw that up?
Text soon.
Okay, now he grabs his phone and he tries to type out soon. And he's like, wait a minute.
I shouldn't have drank so much pop. One too many Diet Cokes.
Hi, can I take your coat or
There's some French plugs.
Okay, when was the last time you were at a party like this where somebody asked to take your coat?
Never.
Okay.
At a high
Exactly.
Where the
school?
hell are you?
No, just this type of environment. They don't have hat check girls.
A couple years ago.
That's what they're here for.
It's mostly at clubs.
Hey, Max. Welcome to the end of the world. Do you want me to check anything in?
Alex Hall in the
Oh, no
chat
thanks,
says,
Stella.
Funkmon, I think you mean soda.
Have you seen Nathan yet? No, thank God. That
I do
voice
not.
creeps me out.
The internet has
I do not.
spoken.
Wait, some girl just asked about Nathan before you came in.
They're wrong. It's okay. The internet's wrong about a lot of stuff.
He points out that this is the Northwest.
What girl? She had blue
So?
hair, dressed like a punk. I've seen
Then
her
it's
putting up
soda.
those Rachel Amber posters. I'm stuck here, so
I
I'm
win.
sorry I can't help you.
In
So why are
Scotland,
you
we would
working
call
at a
that
Vortex Club
either
party?
juice or ginger.
I didn't think you wanted to be a member. Screw that. I'm here for the job. Who hired you? Mr. Jefferson asked me because he knows I don't have a lot of money, even with my job and scholarship.
Oh,
I'm not cool enough for
shit.
this school.
Yes, you are,
What-
Stella. You're smart, honest, and you bust your ass
Jefferson
for Russia.
hired her for this job here at the
Everything
Vortex
turns out your way
Club.
in the end.
Thank
Jefferson
you,
is
Max. I
the
really appreciate that.
photo teacher.
Hey, your face
Yeah.
looks so intense.
That
Are you
was
okay?
right.
I'm just wondering if he's actually
He's
connected.
Right?
Yeah, he's in
I
on
just
it.
need to
He's
find
in on it.
Nathan. And don't get too close.
Why else would they mention that?
Hell no.
None of
This
that's
is homework,
important
not
right
a
now.
party.
The
He's a huge
important
red hair.
part
Too if I spy him.
is
Good luck.
famously through the northern part of the United States.
Nope, Funk.
What?
No.
In the land of the door walls.
We've already done it. So wait, why do you think it's suspicious that Jefferson hired
Yeah, I'm not clear.
a student for a job checking coats at a school party?
No,
what is normally an event attached.
Well, no. The Vortex Club he's hiring for the Vortex Club. I find it weird that they went through a dialogue tree that mentioned his name at this stage of the game.
Yeah,
because they're putting him up as a red herring. I don't
know. He actually appears at this thing. He gives like a little speech thing, and he awards a. He has.
I'm wondering if he's more connected than we think. I don't know. I've just never liked him.
Xbox logo up there.
That's because you didn't like his glasses, though.
No, I didn't like. I hate his glasses, but no, I didn't like him from the get-go. From the
I just
first.
want to say that this does look like an awesome party.
Oh please! It looks like a sausage fest.
I'm okay with that.
So
open bar, dark room, and a pool. This looks to me like
this looks cheesy as all hell.
This is a safety hazard.
Energy drinks, soda, energy drinks. I know somebody has the booze. There's Courtney drinking alone, without Taylor or Victoria. I wonder why.
Oh great! Did they grab Taylor and Victoria next?
Chloe.
Luke, I just wish someone would. Max, you're the only person I don't mind seeing right now.
I was looking for Nathan.
I've avoided almost everybody here tonight. Why are you looking for Nathan?
I want to make sure he's not gonna do anything tonight.
Like what happened to Kate. Oh wait, I did see Nathan today, nursing a busted face. I had dreams that somebody finally kicked his ass.
Well, Luke, sometimes dreams come true. Warren gave him an epic beatdown.
Yes, give it up for Brother Warren. Now all we have to do is drive all these goddamn Prescott vampires out of town.
You got my vote.
I agree.
I think Sean Prescott wants to drive all of us out of town. Or into Pan Estates.
I met him once at a Bigfoot's game. Mean fucking bastard. Oh man, he explains Nathan.
Preach it, Brother Luke. Okay, I have to get going. Thanks for seeing me.
No, thank you. For helping Kate. And for keeping it real. Peace out.
Oh, isn't she the same one that's always getting good stuff?
You're not gonna save her?
Well, well.
Alyssa, incoming!
I'm on it. Whoa! Of course you stepped up to protect me from another humiliating moment. Thank you, Max.
Her dialogue did not match her subtitle there at all.
Nope.
VIP
Excuse me,
only.
but I'm going in.
Sorry, but this is the VIP section. Members only. Okay?
Sorry, but I'm on the list, okay?
I know that Max Caulfield is not on any list for the Vortex Club. Nice try.
Listen.
No, you listen. Courtney is supposed to be the VIP gatekeeper, not me. So please go.
But we're supposed to be on the list, aren't we? Or were you only on the list to get in?
That's the thing, right? This always happens to me, and you were on the list, and maybe we had to talk to her first.
Yes, you do.
Or something. But you can get around it.
Well, I'm just wondering, how? What would be the best way to do this?
There's a door behind her.
You can actually circumvent it? Wow, this is the dumbest guarded area ever.
So, is this what,
What are you doing in here?
Is this what, girls' bathrooms are like?
Apparently, Blackwell has a severe toilet paper fetish.
No.
Bunch of people hanging out there, including a guy talking to himself in the mirror?
No.
Got here to save this lame rave. Want to get ripped?
You look pretty ripped already, Justin. And not happy.
I'm
Why did you even come tonight?
Where else could I go in Arcadia Bay on a Thursday night? Besides, Dana is here. Just not with me.
Dude, you guys want to get ripped.
So yes, this party sucks.
Rachel Amber won't be coming either.
Damn, I was thinking about Rachel and Chloe tonight.
Don't finish
They
that
showed
thought,
up
please.
together right now.
Yeah.
Shit would end.
Dinny.
Rachel could always shut Victoria down.
Good for Rachel. I wish I could have seen that.
Max, I know I'm twisted, but your face looks so fucking intense. And your voice sounds different. You okay? How about a quick dab?
No, I'm cool,
Nice.
Justin. And I have to
Wow.
get going. Maybe you should go chill somewhere else.
Fucking A, Maximus. You're right. I'm only torturing myself here. Plus, I'm too loaded. It's time to get my board and grind.
Dinny, don't do that.
Is Kitty jumping on keyboard?
Kitty is trying to play with my wool. Because I'm knitting. Because I'm really cool. I knit while streaming. So
I'd like to tear every one of these things down.
Hello? Can you please hurl and flush already? Yes! You've been vomiting for like an hour!
Somebody's either having sex or throwing up.
Maybe you're
Or
not the
both.
only one who has to get
Ugh, Matt. Ugh, gross. How did this even get here?
Am I still to like get them out of there or something, or is this just ambiance?
yeah, Funk, is this really how you get through? I thought you had to go and talk to Courtney.
I'm almost positive. Okay, so where'd you walk in? You walked in here? Go around again?
That closed stall isn't a conversation.
Yeah, I can't get through this door past this
Oh.
guy, apparently.
Well, Poop, what do you do? Oh, no, you have to go around the other way and then, like, knock a spool over or something. Or you can talk to Courtney, wherever the heck she is. So, if you go all the way around the pool, this is how I did it. I like those dance moves. Keep going. Keep going. You see that? Do you see the divider spool?
Oh,
I think you can throw that in the pool.
Always solving puzzles with giant spools, huh?
Yeah.
I think that's just.
Oh shit!
It would be great if everyone in the pool died.
I was gonna say that was what I was concerned about.
Music, okay?
Okay. I love that. I love that shot. So, anyway, walk up to the
you can't
curtain
wait,
there
you
and
can't
then
rewind
rewind.
it?
Yeah, of course you can rewind it.
But you just got to make sure you get past it first.
Okay. Okay, that makes sense.
So now you get into another little dialogue puzzle where you have to warn Victoria, and if you've been mean to her, it'll be harder to convince her
Nathan is
that you're telling her the truth
So
than
his
if
dad
you were
has to be here tonight.
nice.
So lame. I heard they wouldn't let Kate Marsh in the Vortex Club. You dance worse than my dad. I feel selfish going to a party after
So do you just talk to Dana, or no? Not at this point.
I know Victoria is next on
The important part is talking to Victoria to warn her.
You're so hesitant. Sorry, Max.
I
Vortex
like how
Club
she
members
pushed her.
only.
Sorry, I'm on the guest list.
I'm taking you off.
Go fuck yourself, Victoria. I don't have time for this bullshit.
Real cute, Max.
It's
And
not
after
funny
I
when you say it,
apologized to
Max.
you the other day.
Do you even have a clue what's going on at Blackwell? Kate Marsh tried to kill herself in front of you. And me. Everybody here.
That's not my fault, Max. Don't you even
Kinda is, Victoria.
That's part of it.
I thought we
Okay,
had
so
been
what-
reasonably nice to her, frankly. I mean,
Well, no, you had a quote in
puzzle.
You had a moment, as she describes it. You know, you had a moment where you connected with her, but ever since then, it's been right back to the way that it was. So, what is the best navigation for this to actually get her to?
I'll be
help?
honest with you, I don't remember. Let's go with don't blame. It seems like the nicest thing to say,
No,
right?
warn her about Nathan. Give her information about Nathan.
Well, yeah, but that'll come later, I think.
Nart?
We do that after we don't blame her.
What do you think?
Jeez, I don't know. I have no idea. I don't have a guide, and I don't remember this part.
Mal? Thoughts?
We'll go with
I
whatever
would-
Mal says.
Really? I was gonna say don't blame her because, I mean, it doesn't seem to, it wouldn't gain anything.
Yeah,
I
but
don't
Kate
blame
is
you,
not the
Victoria,
issue.
but you know Kate had a church group and that she didn't party. So why did you send out that video?
You can definitely
Oh,
party with your
God.
church group, by the way.
I swear we weren't even going to do it. Then we had some wine and got stupid.
It's more than stupid. It's mean, hateful. Kate never did anything to you. And that didn't stop you from taking one last video of her on the roof.
I deleted that from my phone. Maybe I'm not her friend, but I didn't get off on Kate attempting suicide. I'm not evil, Max.
I believe you, Victoria.
You're kind of evil.
Don't understand you.
That makes both of us.
She's got an
Max.
evil haircut.
I always feel
Evil
like
people
I have
don't
to
think they're evil.
overcompensate. For what? I have no clue. I'm only here
Do
to
you
become
think
a photographer, not
That
president.
Stalin knew he was evil?
No.
Oh, okay.
I think-
Okay,
I think
Jefferson
people-
talents suck.
I think people think they're doing justifiable things, even if those things are horrible, in service of some greater purpose.
That's how most people are, sadly. Okay, what do you think?
I don't know.
Talent. Flat her.
That would be my
Yeah,
inclination.
I agree.
You have talent, Victoria. You don't have to push people out of your way.
You don't understand. My parents own a gallery. I know how this art game has to be played. It's brutal.
No, it's art. You don't have to play their way.
It can be two things.
Hey, dude, if you want to be a pro artist, you do have to play their way.
Yeah.
I know, but she's not there yet. She doesn't have to play that way here.
Not that I think I always do.
I don't either, but that's
Oh,
the
sweet.
choice you made.
Hard to believe, but I don't always make the best choices.
Oh, I can believe
Do
that.
you think it's like we're not supposed to be friends?
Ooh.
Yeah, see?
I wasn't paying attention. I was watching
well-
the Tigers game
well,
outside. How about not enemies?
X or Y. Obviously not,
Yeah,
not
agreed.
B. I mean, you shouldn't be like, oh, we don't need to be friends.
Yeah.
Oh,
Maybe,
I would have
but-
gone with no need.
Who says we have to be enemies?
Whoever makes that decision.
That would be us, Victoria.
Well, Max Caulfield,
Ooh, cool
I
line.
could always choose to let you in the Vortex Club.
I don't think that's gonna happen. But not for the reasons you think.
Oh, you look so serious.
Warn her.
Yeah,
Warn
yeah.
her.
Yeah.
Totally
Warn her.
warn her.
Victoria, listen to me. Your life is in serious danger. I know Nathan is
I don't know if I've
friend,
ever
but
successfully
he's
gotten her to
truly
believe me.
unstable
Oh,
and
really?
dangerous.
Yeah.
He did
How much of
drug
this can you
Kate to the
rewind?
party so he could take
All of it, I think.
I think the whole conversation. But you know,
Nice
like
try, Max,
like you
but I don't
like you
believe
pointed out,
you.
Narc.
And
I just
why
didn't
would
rewind
he do
stuff.
that?
That I don't
Just
know.
like, well, that's how that one's
But
gone.
it was enough to make Kate want to die. And I think you're next.
Max, that is crazy. Nathan is like one of my best friends. Yes, he takes serious meds, but that's not his fault. His family treats him like a total freak just because he has little meltdowns.
They're not little anymore. They're deadly. I don't care if you hate me or not, but you have to believe me.
You could have been a major bitch to me when I got hit with that paint, and I deserved it. Max, I don't hate you. I actually think you're one of the coolest people I've met.
What a
No, you don't.
liar.
But cool. You just don't know it
Absolutely
yet.
bull
Maybe I'm
crap.
jealous because you
Yeah.
don't give a shit what anybody thinks, and I do.
To be honest, Nathan has been freaking me out lately. He's not here, and I haven't seen him.
Just make sure you stay away from him. And stick close to your friends tonight, okay?
I let you boss me around this one time. And I have other people I can go to for protection. Thanks for telling me this, Max. If what you said is true, then you be careful too.
I've got my own.
But you know what? This conversation seems familiar. Maybe I did do this once.
Hide your kids, hide your wife.
I will.
I went to a concert once, and the girl said, "All right, now I'm gonna play a cover," and she played the Bed Intruder song.
Okay, so
The
would that
person
count
was
as
singing. It's pretty
successful?
Cool.
Yeah.
That was success.
So.
Phew.
She
Okay.
has been warned.
Well, she was ebbing and flowing in such a way that I wasn't sure how it was going to pull off.
Yet for Victoria and me. I'm glad I warned her. I hope. Oh, good. Chloe's here. She obviously
Leave the
didn't
party.
find Nathan.
You've
Yeah,
done
you wanna,
all you.
Yeah, you want to get out of there.
Unless you want to talk to Taylor.
Well, I was
going
going
to
to ask if there's anybody else in here I got to talk to save them too.
Don't argue, Nathan.
Okay. I was afraid that if Victoria wasn't available, or, see, creepy teacher.
He's here to go say the winner of the whatever it is.
Still, creepy teacher.
Nathan can't hide anymore.
The winner of
It
the
is.
rape, the rape
Let's be honest.
factory?
It is kind of creepy that he's at a high school party. Just
Come on, if this was a movie right now, you'd be like going, "Oh my God, why is he here?"
Alarm bells are ringing, Willie.
Yeah, a little.
Nathan.
Uh-huh.
That's not
Yeah.
a face of a chaperone. That's the face of somebody
Chaperone.
window shopping.
This afternoon.
Oh!
Yeah, see, I was looking into the whole like
the
teacher flirting with
Kate
Chloe
situation.
and all this kind of stuff. He's like, yeah, maybe we'll get you in the Vortex
Let's
Club.
talk
Yeah.
later, Max.
Everything he's done has rubbed me wrong.
Obviously.
yeah, but he knows she doesn't go there anymore, and she's 18,
To build up that resume and
which I believe is the age of
I know you
consent
will.
in Oregon.
I hope so.
Why wouldn't it
Hey,
be?
excuse me.
So there you go.
Almost on.
Let's get the hell out of here, Max.
I don't know. Maybe it's just the model of his face or something.
Well, yeah, there's that.
Okay, everybody calm down. Thank you. Thank
The
you.
DJ's
I
model
appreciate
is
it.
really weird.
I don't want to get in the way of the party, but it's time to announce the winner of the Everyday Heroes contest.
And the winner gets some private studio time at
Oh, so creepy.
About Angel.
that. Well, that's my fear. That's what I'm really thinking is going to happen.
Now, this is the most important step in being an artist. Sharing your work with the world. All of you represent Blackwell Academy. And everything.
Well, this is-
I hope
our school
Nathan
stands.
entered. Oh, Nathan did enter. You can
This-
see
As
his
far as I'm
picture.
concerned,
He
this-
should have won.
This
You're
feels
all
very much
everyday
like the beauty contest in Kate.
The envelope.
But only one of you can win.
And the winner is...
Drum roll.
Oh my, what a shocker. Victoria Chase.
I like him.
Wow, is the editorializing necessary?
I read that as very sarcastic.
Mr. Jefferson.
Oh, I just had a horrible
It was your
thought.
incredible photography that brought me
What?
to Blackwell, and I hope I can live up to your name and fame.
You think Victoria's doing
I
it?
also want to thank all the students for being
No,
so
it wasn't
dedicated
Nathan.
in their pursuit. And I'd like
Hold
to
on.
dedicate this prize.
That's like legit.
To
You're
Kate
willingly. There's.
She is the
He
real
owns the
everyday
place.
hero
There's
of
letters
Blackwell.
written to
And
him
I can't
on
wait for
the
her to come
stupid
back.
computer. Do you know what I mean?
Thank
You know.
Yeah, but it's
Nathan's in
it's
there.
one of those things where there's always that weird twist.
Victoria won. Big surprise.
Oh, yeah, there's no question. There's a weird
Can't believe
twist.
she blackmailed
But you know
Jefferson.
Nathan's in there. There's no way.
Oh, I know he's in on it, but no, I'm just saying the worry about Victoria tonight.
Who fucking cares?
Nathan isn't the
He's
worry.
dead, and I want Nathan's punk ass.
Oh, yeah,
now.
maybe.
Me too.
That's what I'm thinking.
Let's go check out the dormitories.
But if it
Oh
makes
no,
you
him
feel
and his
better,
dad are
Victoria
involved. I'm
ends
not
up
saying
fine.
that. I'm just saying the warning Victoria tonight about Nathan, it didn't include the teacher.
Nathan just texted me.
That's
He
true.
says there won't be any evidence left after he's done.
Shit. We have to go to the junkyard right now.
Yeah, why didn't they take photos and why didn't they grab the evidence and why didn't they just
They
dump
are
it off?
not clever
They're
girls.
Really dumb. I mean, the first you see a dead body, first thing you do, call the cops, right? I mean, there's no there's
photos.
nothing.
I'm sorry. This is going against the grain of every girl that has a cell phone ever.
Yeah.
Around, Chloe.
Never
In
mind.
what situation,
Once
even if
two
you got
call
crooked
themselves
cops,
photographers.
do you not turn in a body?
Yeah, but the phone has GPS info on it when the photo's taken and uploaded to the cloud.
Really wish he had brought that pitchfork.
Yeah.
Hey, look up at the sky. Let's see if it's accurate.
Yeah. Why is there only one moon now?
It was flickering. And
Yeah, it
I have
did
a feeling
flicker.
that it's that alternate reality
I
type
can't tell.
stuff.
It doesn't look real, but
this
it
place.
did look like kind of like there's a sickle to the right, which could mean the moon's in Leo. I don't know.
Right,
Yeah,
so
no, but in the previous two scenes, there were two of them.
Yeah.
Right, but it
there's
flickered
the
out
owl
in
again.
the last scene.
Yeah, it just did the Back to the Future thing.
God's sake, Chloe.
Yeah,
you
that's right.
have to
That's a
be
good
quiet.
good way to think
We
about it.
could die, okay?
There's that owl again.
Woo!
The owl, that's who.
You're gonna suffer, Nathan.
Max, please hurry.
Oh god, Max, look. She's still there.
I'd be scared if she
Don't look,
wasn't.
Chloe.
I haven't really
I'll
done
take the-
dental records here. What
Oh,
the
shit.
heck?
Oh shit!
Oh snap!
Who just stabbed her in the neck with a needle?
Probably Chloe. I'm gonna take
Holy
my opportunity now.
Oh my god.
In the head?
Yeah.
No, that's like a blood splatter.
She's dead.
No, she's super dead.
Chloe.
And I'm assuming I can't rewind this.
Yeah, so you've been drugged and you can't rewind.
Yeah,
when
the
you're
time
drugged.
thing isn't working. Oh my god, I was right!
Yep.
It was the creepy teacher.
Son of a...
I honestly couldn't remember when we were playing the earlier episodes whether the initial suspect was the teacher and that the student was the red herring, or whether it was the other way around.
I think that the cues so far have been that the teacher was the red herring.
Yeah,
And I
so
only
I
just really started believing it when we were in the studio.
I was quite blown away by that when that happened.
Wow. Okay, well, I only started to get inklings when the girl, but the hat check girl and everything mentioned his name outright. Then he
Yeah.
shows up here for the announcement. Then Victoria also won.
Right, they're pushing him real hard on this episode.
Well, yeah, and well, also the simple fact that Nathan and his dad was where we've been all this time, and you just know that there's going to be a twist. You know they're gonna push it, and who else? They've been the obvious ones for the entire time. It always ends up being the one you never suspect.
Well,
and
the
when
person I
he
never suspected is
when he started hitting on Chloe like crazy, I'm like, oh my god.
There has never been a twist, because the very first line of this game is I could put any of you in a dark room and photograph you. And he says it so many times, and you have to hear it so many times in so many different episodes.
Yep.
There's no twist. It straight up says at the very start of the game, this guy is putting people in dark rooms.
Yeah, creepy SOB. Okay. Well,
They also lifted that setup right out of Twin Peaks, right?
Yes,
Because
well, obviously they're
that
huge
was where
Twin
the
Peaks
progression
fans.
went,
Things.
right?
Yeah.
The girls were hired for the perfume counter and then recruited from there to work at One-Eyed Jack's.
Jack's, yep.
And so that's the same thing. You go from the class to working at being in the Vortex Club, maybe working there, to being brought to the dark room.
It's definitely an emotionally draining episode. I mean, between
Yeah.
the whole timeline with the wheelchair, between the whole dark room discovery and all the things that led to it, and all the turmoil with shooting and killing the dog, and Frank is just, yeah. And now to end on this, it's like, wow. I could see why it's your favorite, but it's definitely probably the most emotional, tawdry episode so far, I think.
Yeah, but it's also my favorite because of the way it really solidifies all of the themes, some of which I don't think really become clear until you've seen the fifth one, or played the fifth one. But there's things that next week I will want to talk about that happened in this week, if you see what I mean.
Turn the music down here?
Oh, yes, all right.
And
this is one of those things that'll trigger.
Speaking of that, we need to clear about a half hour after that last episode so we can have a big debate over the nature of the game.
Yes,
I think this game
so
has
too.
a clear point.
We'll tell you what.
Julie Bean also thinks it has a clear point, and what we think is the opposite.
Do you want to do like we'll do a highlight in the backgrounds, and we'll just do a discussion on a post episode? You want to do that?
Yeah, that might be worthwhile.
All right, so why don't we push back?
Well, we're pushing back, as I had asked people, another hour earlier. Then that gives us 4 hours.
Yeah, we should be able to wrap that up after.
Yeah, and even if we start like half an hour late or something like that, we don't, the Destiny 2 thing. If we're late to that a few minutes or half an hour, it's not critical. I don't think.
No, I don't think so. But
it's just just opening the public space, right?
Yeah, we wanted to tour it and get a little footage and whatnot, and focus on some things that we wanted to look at, rather than just seeing the drag throughs that a lot of other people have shown us.
Yeah,
but yeah, no,
I'm gonna scour it for marathon logos. That's my plan.
You'll have the next 3 years to do that. I'm sure you'll find plenty. Wow. So
play No Man's Sky. You'll find a lot of them.
You'll see them everywhere. I don't know where this is going to go from here. I'm really torn as far as how, or even if you're going to be able to get out of this. Because
I know, right?
If your powers are nullified and your rewind only works so long, and you're about to fall unconscious from whatever he drugged you with, assuming you even live, I mean, what's to stop him from killing you too?
Well, man, I sure hope he does, and I wouldn't get any more of their stupid albums on my iPhone.
It's just that, I mean, obviously, she's a witness to all of this. He's now got 2 dead girls on it. One more is not going to matter. So how you survive this, I have no idea.
He'll let her wake up to monologue, most likely.
That's exactly what happens.
Oh God, really? Oh,
right,
please,
he does.
Not the monologuing.
There's so much more. In the episode 5 is so much crap going on. There's only about 10 more minutes of real story. There's
really?
so much
it's like
stuff
the last. It's like the end of Lost.
It's wild.
Oh, don't say that.
There is a really brilliant sequence, though. There's a really good sequence in sort of the climax of episode 5, which
something to look forward to.
Yeah, it pulls together a lot of gameplay elements that I really enjoyed.
Yes,
all right.
And it's a big payoff
not
of
like
a few things that we've been doing that don't seem to have any importance.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
And that's when I think Warren makes his dumbest comment ever.
Okay, well, we'll make sure we'll see if we can get it. I'd like to thank everyone tuning in and watching this. I'd also like to thank all of our guests who came in today. So thank you, Funkmon and Jilly and Mel and Narc. And hopefully everyone will get a chance to tune in next week when we do the final episode and hopefully a wrap-up of our playthrough of Life is Strange. I am Blackstar, and I'd like to hopefully see all of you then. Thank you all for watching, and we'll tune you in next time.
I won.
Bye.